Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the final of the big three streams for E3. This is Nintendo, eventually. Supposedly it's just going to be Zelda and Pokemon, though, so we'll see where this goes. Ooh, a countdown. Hey, Reggie.
Hi, this is Reggie from Nintendo. Before we begin, we want to extend our condolences to all the victims of the two tragic events in Orlando. Our thoughts are with their families and their communities. And this includes Christina Grimmie, who was killed in the earlier incident and was scheduled to visit us here at our E3 booth this week. At Nintendo, we try to make our fans smile. But this week at E3, we'll also be shedding a few tears. Please join me in a moment of silence.
Whoa, that fucking animation's janky as hell. I don't think you're supposed to show the stage rigging.
If you've been a fan of Nintendo over the years, you'll know that the Nintendo experience is
No
different
Iwata,
every
no
E3.
Miyamoto. Poor
We
Reggie.
always look for the best way to introduce our most important content. And this year is no different. And that's why we're coming to you directly from our show booth on the set of Nintendo Treehouse Live. On the other side of the wall behind me, the finishing touches are being made before we open it up to thousands of industry insiders in just a couple of hours.
A couple of
That
hours?
space will
What?
immerse visitors in the world of a single game, the newest entry in the Legend of Zelda franchise.
Alright, alright.
What's in
Let's
store
see it.
is an entirely new format for a Zelda game.
It's Zelda 1, isn't it?
3 decades ago, the first Zelda game changed the way
It's Zelda
millions of
1, isn't
people
it?
thought about video games. And this week, you'll discover a game that could change that thinking again. Here's
I like
the
that
first
term
look
could instead
at
of
one
will.
those.
It's like they know that we're not going to beat
Open your
ourselves.
eyes.
Surprised this is actually the trailer for Nier Automata. Is that a giant Stalfos back there? What was that? Yeah, not gonna lie, this looks very not Zelda. Is this like a post-apocalyptic Zelda? That'd be crazy.
Open your eyes.
Little stut. Yeah, the stream itself is stuttery. I don't know if that's my end or what.
Wake up, Link.
Man, that's a pretty strong hand glider. You are my new opponent. Oh my god, this is fucking, Is this Shadow of the Colossus but with Zelda? Or is this like survival? This is fucking Don't Starve with Zelda. What? Okay, that's new. Yeah, this is basically Don't Starve but with Zelda. This is surreal. I'm also digging the variety of weapons in combat. Whoa, the Master Sword is actually fucked up. Yeah, so it's gonna be fucking survival. It's gonna be wilderness survival Zelda. I don't know how to feel about that. Looks cool, but my main issue is that Zelda doesn't really lend itself to the whole survival wilderness aspect.
The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild introduces you to a Hyrule that is truly seamless, where simply moving from one place to another begins to create what may be the adventure of a lifetime. And not only is this new world vast, but it feels alive. It teems with adventure. Throughout Link's quest, Hyrule will be a resource, an ally, an enemy, and always a place for discovery and wonder. This is easily one of the biggest experiences ever created by Nintendo. And today, you're going to get a close-up look. The portion of the game we're highlighting at E3, a wide-ranging plateau, may seem huge. In fact, no one here this week will be able to explore.
Also, Zelda is the first game to have a. Zelda's able to have a spear, but Skyrim can't. Weird.
Of the full game map. We'll be devoting almost this full first day of Nintendo Treehouse Live coverage to just this one environment. Then, in the future, you'll learn more about the story, the characters, and the ways in which the boundaries of all previous Zelda titles are being broken. But in the end, full understanding and full immersion will only come when you experience it for yourself. However, before we show you this biggest adventure for Wii U and NX, we're going to show you the biggest new adventure coming up for Nintendo 3DS.
Pokemon.
As you've heard, there are two new core Pokemon titles on the way on November 18th. Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. As always, you'll pick which new starter Pokemon to partner with. But which one to choose? Exactly what kind of battling awaits you? And what does the new Alola region have in store for
Alola?
players? Well, we figured
Do
there
they
was
call her
no one
Lola?
better equipped to answer those questions than the two key developers of the game itself, producer Junichi Matsuda and director Shigeru Omori of Game Freak. So before we devote the rest of the day to The Legend of Zelda, I'm going to turn it over to the Treehouse team along with Mr. Matsuda and Mr. Omori to show you.
So yeah, we're gonna do Zelda all day, which is why I'm gonna hang the Pokemon team out to dry.
Live gameplay demonstration of Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. So let's jump in. Take it away, Sam and Terry.
Thanks, Reggie. And thanks to everyone watching for tuning in and joining us for another Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3. We're really excited to get started. So as Reggie mentioned, I'm Sam from Nintendo, and joining me up here, I've got Terry from Nintendo and my colleague David from TPCI. And we've also got our very special guests,
Aloha.
and Omori-san from Game Freak, who are joining us to chat about Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. Now,
Why is
Pokemon
Omori
fans,
wearing
I
a
know
fucking
you guys
Hawaiian
have
shirt?
A very long history of working with the Pokemon franchise, but could you tell our viewers a little bit more about what you guys are doing specifically with Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon?
2人ともポケモンの開発に関わってすごく歴史が長いんですけれども、今回のポケモンサンとポケモンムーンでの役割について教えてもらえますか。
そうですね。今年ポケモンが20周年ということで、ここから先のポケモン、未来に向けてのポケモンということで、私はプロデュースに徹して、今回茂大森が、ディレクターという新しい体制で取り組みました。
So this is the 20th anniversary of Pokemon, as I think many of you know.
I gotta turn on my fan 1 second.
The future of Pokemon, I've decided that I would be the producer on this title, and pass over the director role over to Shigeru Omori here for Pokemon Sun and Moon.
今回、ポケットモンスターサンムーンの、ディレクターをしました大森と申します。今回はディレクターとして開発全体に携わりました。
So I'm Shigeru Omori from Game Freak, and I was the director on this game, overseeing the entire development of it.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. I know you brought some art assets that we can take a look at to introduce folks to the Pokemon Moon, Pokemon Sun collection. But first,
Didn't we already see a lot of the art
that you brought for us? So, folks watching, if you sit tight, we're actually going to get that queued up for you, so you can take a look.
Okay. What's the difference for Pokemon this time? Look at these losers, you get to pick one. I hope you don't pick the bird. So is that just a sun lion? Oh yeah, Sol and Luna, of course. And buffering. Oh. I do gotta say, the new Pokemon game looks pretty, solid. Like, the graphics are a lot better now. What's that clicking sound?
All right, so there's a lot for us to talk about just from the footage there. The first thing I'd like to actually ask you is if you could tell us a little bit more about the background of why you went with Sun and Moon as the title.
Anybody else hear that clicking sound? It's like someone's eating in the background.
まずはそうですね、サンとムーンのタイトルについて由来をちょっと教えてもらえますか。
はい。私たちの住んでいるこの地球っていうところには生き物がたくさんいるわけですけども、その中で、その生き物に対してとても影響がある、そのコアとなっているものっていうのはやっぱり太陽と月っていうのは非常にこう大切なものだと思うんですね。で今回はその、生命を、よりこう魅力的に見せていきたいっていう思いもあって、その一番影響のあるもの、サンとムーンっていうのをタイトルにしました。
So there's a variety of meanings behind the titles, but one of the main things is that, for example, for here on Earth, obviously, the sun really is the source of all life on this planet, and in the same way in the Pokemon world, it's also the source of life on the planet, and the moon also affects all of our lives here as well. And with this game, we really wanted to express this kind of feeling of a region really teeming with life, so we felt that Sun and Moon would be an appropriate title for the games.
I think especially thinking about these big elemental forces.
I'm sorry if I have nothing really to add because I don't really care about Pokemon. I'm waiting for Zelda. Looks like the overall design for Pokemon now has little gold, like, highlights? Like, the sun Pokemon looks alright, but the moon one looks kinda strange, honestly.
物語自体にかなり、関係してくる2匹になりますんで、楽しみにしていてほしいなと思います。
So in the game, the legends say that Solgaleo and Lunala are the emissaries of the sun and the moon, respectively. And they
no shit.
Pokemon actually they kind of play a unique role. They tie into the story in a unique way that we really haven't done with pairs of legendary Pokemon before. So I think fans will be really excited about it.
I miss trios of Pokemon. Pairs just seems like it's so. Pairs just seems like it's they're trying to milk the audience for all the Pokemon money.
You recently had an event in Taiwan where you revealed some news about another legendary Pokemon folks remember from XY and what they might expect from that Pokemon in these games. We can maybe talk about that a little bit too.
ちょっと伝説ポケモンの話で、先日ちょっと台湾で、ちょっと、XY に登場した伝説ポケモンについてのニュースっていうのをちょっと発表されたと思うんですけど、それちょっと話してもらえますか。
そうですね。いよいよ10% ジガルデとパーフェクトジガルデが3ムーンに。
Well, this is I have no idea what they're saying too.
が、出ましたけども、今回このジガルでも活躍するっていうのがポイントかなと思います。
So, Zygarde, Pokemon that one of the legendary Pokemon that appeared in originally in Pokemon X and Y. It is recently
Legend Dog? What?
10% form and complete form in the games, and these Pokemon these forms will appear in Pokemon Sun and Moon, kind of in a special way that I think people will be excited about.
They look so cool. And actually, here, since we're looking at a little bit of the Alola region in the background, so it's probably a good chance to talk maybe in a little bit more detail about the Alola region and what players can maybe expect there.
The Alola region. There is grass. There are canyons. There is every biome because it's a Pokemon game, and we gotta explain why every element
そうです
exists.
ね。今回のアローラ地方なんですけども、他の陸地とつながっていない。
Like I can't imagine how there would not be an ice zone or a desert zone or a mountain, because now you're gonna explain the ice Pokemon or the ground Pokemon or the rock Pokemon.
命を育んで、まあ、命
See, I can already see the ice zone on the bottom right, along with the desert zone.
名前にしました。
And you got this island on the left that is completely mountain.
4 islands. It has a man-made island as well. But it's really this region that's just like teeming with life, and that's actually behind the name of the region itself. We have this meaning of kind of region like a miraculous region overflowing with this life force that can support all this different life. And
Man, this translator's having a hard time
it's not connected to any of the other regions.
enunciating properly. He keeps using the same terms of
Pokemon that nobody's ever
overwhelming with life.
Kind of feels like the Galapagos Islands, where you've got this really interesting remote area where all these other creatures are popping up, and you've got new Pokemon and a really cool environment as well to explore.
陸地とつながってないので他の大陸とつながってないのでやっぱこういろんな、変わった、生命が、たくさん登場するんじゃないかなというふうには思ってるんですけどもそうですね
そうですね。期待しててください。
Yeah, I think people will be surprised. There's some cool things to see in there.
I've been playing at work and I'm very excited to get a look at it.
会社でちょっと遊んでるんですけどやっぱこうすごい楽しみにできるものは多いと思います。
はい。
And actually, since we're talking about new Pokemon, is there anything more that you can tell our viewers about the 3 starters that they'll be choosing from in this game?
今回の最初のパートナーの、3体のポケモンなんですけれども、これに、この3体について教えてもらえますか？
そうですね。もうどの3体ももう可愛いんですけども、今回特に動きについてすごく意識して作ってまして、まあバトル中だったりとか、まあいろんな時にこう動きが可愛くなるようなデザインとして作られています。
So of course they're all very cute, but one of the things I really focused on with these 3 in particular is making their movements really cute when they're represented in the game. Like for example in battle and other parts in the game, you see them moving around and they're really cute, kind of make you want to reach out and touch them almost.
あと
We made the Pokemon cute, now give us money.
まあこう分かりやすい、デザインであったりとか、タイプのカラー、まあ、草タイプだったらグリーンが入っていたりとかっていうその分かりやすさっていうのをやっぱり最初の3匹は大事にしています。
And another thing we always pay attention to or really focus on with the initial Pokemon that you choose for your partner is making them kind of universally relatable, so people from around the world will be able to look at these Pokemon and relate with them very easily. And also very easy to understand, like for example, the grass type Pokemon is going to be green, obviously, so being careful with the colors.
I think what folks have seen already from the animations that we've shown in a little bit of video footage we've been able to share, they have a lot of personality. I actually picked Poplio because I'm a hardcore water starter fan. My first was a Squirtle and I'm stuck with them, but I've been having...
Oh my god, we're not getting any new information.
I'm seeing what other folks pick when I get into the starters as well.
最初ゼニガメ選んだので水タイプのこの足回りを絶対今回
いいですね。
どれもすごい個性的なので悩むのが
Stop talking
I think
about
actually we'll talk about
Pokemon.
The design of the starter Pokemon, and I think they also really fit nicely in with the kind of tropical climate and environment we've got. And I know that's something that you worked in with the design of the player characters as well.
Yeah, this fucking moon god bird fits perfectly with the tropic island.
もうすごくそれに合ってる感じだと思うんですけど今回の主人公のデザインもやっぱそれを意識されている部分ありますか？
そうですね。やっぱり暖かい国っていうのを表現する。
Also, a little bit of subtle design choice. Moon sign of the female is used to depict the heroine.
This time the climate there is extremely warm, so we wanted to make sure that the characters, the designs were more lightly dressed than maybe other designs have in the past.
And I think fans will notice the proportions are different, especially when we get into gameplay in a couple seconds here. They're going to see it's a little different how they're used to seeing their characters in the game.
また今回ちょっとこの後実機プレイを見せるんですけれども、ちょっとあれですね、頭身がちょっと変わったっていう話ですよね。
そうですね。よりこう没入感高めようと思って頭身上がってますね。今回。
So yeah, we changed the proportions this time to be more realistic. We really wanted to kind of increase this sense of immersion, and I think you'll see
Why would
that.
you want realism in your
I don't know
fantasy
if I can talk about this
Pokemon
yet, but
cockfighting
probably
game?
noticed that both of those pieces of art, there was an interesting bracelet that the players were wearing. I don't know if we can, probably can't talk about that
ち
just
ょっ
yet.
と喋れないかもあんまり話せないかもしれないですけど、すごい目の鋭い人は腕輪みたいなものってつけてるんですけど。
ありました。ありました。
For later times, maybe we can talk about that. But I think we've probably kept folks in anticipation long enough. So Terry, you want to jump in and show some gameplay?
I'm excited for
皆さん
this.
待たせてるので。
God, can you-
So just want to
Video capture for the 3DS looks so wiggy.
Still in development, so folks, everything you see here might not be exactly what you're going to see in the final release of the game, but I think we can give you a really good sense of what the game's going to look and feel like as we get started.
最初のものではなくて開発中のものですっていう。
そうですね、こんな早い段階で実はライブでも行うのは初めてで、どんなポケモンが出るかっていうのもちょっと世界初公開のポケモンも登場するかもしれないんで、ちょっとドキドキしますねこれね。
So this is actually the first time for us to show a Pokemon game at this stage in development, kind of via live gameplay. So not really sure exactly what we're going to encounter in this. We may see some all new Pokemon that haven't been revealed before.
It sure is a Pokemon.
Really cool. Actually, as we get started here, Masuda-san and Mori-san, can you tell
I like
us
how
a bit
every
about,
single new Pokemon you play, you are a new kid in town, and you just moved in, and now you're abandoning home at the tender age of 9.
アローラ地方に引っ越してきたばかりという設定になっています。で、今回すでに少し進めていまして、最初のポケモンはすでにもらっています。
Also, man, that walk animation is kind of stiff. Take the stick out of your ass, son.
Slightly into it, but it's the player actually had just moved to the Alola region the other day, and one day previous to where we are in the game, he actually received his first partner Pokemon for his adventure. And right now, we're actually on the way to a neighboring town where there's a festival.
Oh.
And I think here we can see what we were talking about earlier. Oh, you're just jumping into the low grass.
Oh wow, you could get new encounters without a Pokemon? That's kind of great. Oh no, he's got his Pokemon. I was kind of hoping that he didn't just get murdered by a Pokemon.
So as you can see in the Alola region, obviously it's not just new Pokemon that are unique to the Alola region, but from other regions you see Pokemon.
今回トレーナーとポケモンっていうものもしっかり描きたいと思ってトレーナーが一緒にこうポケモンの後ろにいるっていうところを再現してますね。
And as you can probably see here in battle, you see the trainer is actually standing behind the Pokemon.
Need a Pokemon where your parent is not a single mother/father.
Feeling of the trainer always being with his or her Pokemon.
Yeah, I'd love to talk about that in a little bit more detail here because I feel like there's so much that you've done with the way the battle looks in this game to make it feel really intense and really immersive. I was wondering if we could talk a little bit more about that with what you did with the lighting and the dynamic camera angles here.
Just fucking kill the ladybug and be done with it. God damn.
違ってて光の表現とかもありますね。
そうですね。
And yes, Shinshin, E3 is the darkest dungeon of my soul.
So yeah, there's some cool lighting effects that we're doing here where, for example, like the shadow you see, it's in the evening right now, so it's a bit longer, but depending on the time of day, the lighting will kind of affect the mood of the battle.
Like how this fucking seal is slowly walking towards the ladybug so he could just ride it and escape.
And this is something that'll just happen for you if you're staying still in the battle for a moment, and you really get a good chance to get a look at these Pokemon and the area that you're in and the environment.
こうやって一回テリー今止まってくれてるんですけれども、こうカメラの演出を見せたりとか、結構やっぱこういうかっこいいカメラの演出があってすごいこうバトルフィールドの全体を見渡せるような感じになってますね。
今回カメラもすごいダイナミックさっていうのを非常に意識して演出を入れていますね。
So I haven't played a Pokemon in God knows how long. Is that effective icon or anything?
As Terry gets started in the battle here, I was wondering if we could talk a little bit more about the different changes you've made to the battle interface. I know there's a lot here that's really interesting, which makes the game really accessible to new players. Maybe this is their first Pokemon game, but it's also, I think, really satisfying as someone who's played a lot of Pokemon games. It feels really good, the changes that you've made here.
結構ベテランにもやっぱ初心者にも結構優しい感じの。
Oh my god, this is nothing happening. Just play the game.
変更を加えたんでしょうか。
そうですね。今回とても親切なというか説明がいろいろ入れています。例えばそのインフォメーションボタンがあるんですけども、そちらをタッチすると今その技がどんな技かというのを一目で分かるようになっています。
So for example, yeah, we really tried to focus on making it really accessible and easy to understand. You saw in the moves there, Terry just pressed the little I button or the icon that's on the move, and you can go into a detailed explanation of what that move actually does.
I think it's been so helpful. There are just so many Pokemon that you have to keep in mind now as you're battling. It's so nice to be able to pull it up, and if maybe you don't quite remember what something does, being able to just pop it up really fast there, it's like you don't have to use that information, but if maybe...
Who the fuck uses Growl?
You need it, it's so nice to be able to pull that up and take a look.
ちょっとこの技はどういう効果があるんだっけみたいなちょっと忘れてた
そうですね。はい。例えば今レディバの方をタッチしてもらいますと、今どんな状態かっていうのが分かる。
Oh neat, you could scan your your
you tap on
enemies.
the 2D Pokemon icon that's at the touch screen and see how its parameters actually just got changed because of the effect of a move.
今まで全部覚えてなきゃいけなかったんですけど、これで一目で分かるようになってます。
So as you just said, like a lot of things that you had to keep in your head, you had to remember.
I don't know why, but just watching these camera cycles over and over again are just hilarious to me.
Yeah, let's see how this battle goes. Are you planning on trying to capture this
I'm gonna begin my
Pokemon,
quest to
or-
catch them all.
Okay.
I'm gonna begin my quest to capture them all, even though I'm not gonna keep this copy of the game.
So, just to bring up real quickly, for folks who maybe haven't played a Pokemon game before, battling Pokemon is really at the core of what the series is all about. You're going out into the world with your Pokemon, battling. Oh, this is the most stressful moment. Nice. Okay, so we're able to catch this Pokemon.
Well, you can tell they're actually excited with the
Really
game at
interesting
least,
if
but
you're
man,
interested in
play the
battle
game.
strategy and then, collecting all these.
Also,
really
yo,
cool
when did you get
Pokemon
EXP for capturing the Pokemon? I don't remember that.
Popplio leveled up. Good job.
I feel like an old man now.
The level up change.
ちょっとあれですね、レベルアップの演出もちょっと変わりましたね。
そうですね。
Oh, and this is actually something that we should talk about as well. Can you tell our viewers a little bit more about what they're seeing on the upper screen
これ
here?
今ちょっと図鑑に登録されたんですけども、これもちょっと違う感じがありますね。
そうですね。今回図鑑の遊びとして、
Hope you enjoyed these 5 minutes of Pokemon that we extended across 20.
で白いモンスターボールなんですけども、実はあそこが空きスペースになっていて、例えばその捕まえたポケモンの進化後か、それとももしかしたらペアとなるポケモンが出てくるかもしれないっていう風に演出してます。いろいろこうどんなポケモンがいるんだろうって考えながら育てたり捕まえたりしてほしいなと思います。
So one of the things we wanted to do with the Pokedex this time was really encourage players to, again, really want to catch them all, really fill up the Pokedex. And one way we've done that, as you can see, there's the Ladybug just got registered, but next to it is a white Pokeball icon. And what that does, that indicates there's an empty space, which means that either it has an evolution or maybe there's another Pokemon out there that kind of forms a pair with it. So that'll kind of encourage players to really want to
Okay,
fill
that sounds alright. Makes the fucking completionist aspect bearable.
And there's lots of white Pokeballs, and you're just like, oh, okay. We've got a lot of work to do.
Give Ladybug a nickname, Dick Butt.
そうですね。
So次
さあ次は
Who we got? Oh, nice. One of the new ones.
これは新ポケモンですね。
Yeah, that's not a Pokemon, that's just a fucking badger.
ポケモンです。いつもお腹を空かしていて、お腹が減っていくとこう怒りっぽくなっちゃうっていう。
Oh no, it's a mongoose.
So as you can see, this is the new Pokemon called Young Goose. It's always hungry, so it's always getting hungry, and then so it's looking for food. But whenever it's hungry, it also gets very aggressive.
I love its face. It's so cute.
And here we have the slow camera pan for about 5 minutes while we
I just
decide what to
feel
do.
like you just throw it a bag of chips or something, and it'd be like, thank you. Always hungry.
Oh, he's actually playing. Here we go.
おお
Oh,
いい感じですね。
Getting close there.
もう捕まるんですか。
You'll probably be able to catch this one.
We're on our way.
I feel like at this point, Pokemon gameplay has stagnated and they're just focusing on
Stressful seconds
character
in any Pokemon
designs.
player's life. Just the, oh. Nice. And actually, this will give us a chance to maybe take a look at the Pokedex. We've got a new Pokemon to check out.
You caught weak baby what?
So we've got some interesting changes coming to the Pokedex in this game. Can you tell us a little bit more about what fans can expect from the new Pokedex?
Your Pokedex is possessed.
今回の時間についてちょっともうちょっと話してもらえますか。
そうです。今回ロトム図鑑というものがあります。このロトム図鑑ですけども、ポケモンを捕まえる情報をくれたりとか、冒険で次どこに行けばいいんだろうっていうことを教えてくれたり、冒険を常にサポートしてくれる図鑑です。
So actually, one of the new things in this game is that we have this item called the Rotom Pokedex, and Rotom kind of inhabits your Pokedex and actually helps you in your adventure. So it'll tell you information about Pokemon that you really want to catch, or give you tips about how to catch Pokemon, and also kind of guide you on your adventure where you should go next, for example. So it serves as a really cool supportive function.
今下画面が黒いんですけど、あそこにロトム図鑑が入ります。
So right here, actually, we're still really early in the game. We don't have the Rotom Pokedex, so the touchscreen is just black on the bottom, but you'll get it later.
And here, actually, this is a great chance. If we just like take a little quick circle around, we can show off.
This is how I
not only
feel
the
right
previous
now.
Proportions, but also the movement is a little bit different than what folks who played previous Pokemon games have expected.
頭身が変わっただけではなくて、今ちょっと移動のなんていうんですかね、その見た目っていうか、ちょっと動き
そうですね
方も変わりましたね。
はい、今回フリーに自由に動けるような仕組みにしてますね。
So yeah, you can move around. It's free, full analog movement this time in the game.
Oh, and we need to tell players what's going on here
これちょっと
when they're seeing the shadow
暗くなるって
come
いう
in.
のはどういう意味なん
そう
でか
ですすね。
ね。
まあ、今あそこのキャラクターがこうモンスターボールをこう投げてるんですけど、あれはこうポケモントレーナーですね。で
そう
ポケモントレーナーの視線に引っかからないように、まあ、上下でこうその緊張感をこう表しています。
So you see that lady over there, or the girl, throwing a Pokeball up and down, and so she's a Pokemon trainer, and what she's obviously going to try and battle you, but what that kind of shadow that appears on the screen indicates is that that she's going to challenge you to a battle. So it kind of increases this sense of tension of you're about to go into a battle, and indicates that to the player.
So I can either avoid her or actually battle her.
じゃあこうバトルするか避けるかっていうのは
I think we're gonna battle her.
Yeah, like, it feels like that moment where two people are like glaring at each other.
Yeah, it does feel kind of
バトルですね。
like they're just pointing out the obvious and trying to pad out this gameplay because they don't really. I don't know if they have much for Zelda because this seems unusually long for a Pokemon game.
Before you just kind of stumble yourself into a battle.
そうですね。ポケモンの具合が良くない時とか、
Cute.
先急いでる時はもう避けられるっていう。
あ、そうですね。
Yeah, that's right.
I think so. We can see here. We're seeing the
Skipper, you missed Pokemon. Also another Zelda trailer.
今回トレーナー相手のトレーナーもバトルに出てるんですけども、やっぱこうサイズ感、ポケモンのサイズ感っていうのが結構伝わりますね。
そうですね。結構そういうところがやっぱりこうトレーナーがいることによって表現できているっていうのが今回の新しいところですね。
Yeah, it's definitely one of the new things. I think by having the trainers in battle, like you mentioned, it really gives you that sense of scale.
And I think from the experience I've had at the office playing this game, it's really.
I'm starting to see why there was a fucking Pokemon ban and something awful for Let's Play.
まあ結構多分今まで実感
Wow, this is boring to watch.
実際遊んでみてやっぱこうこのポケモンこの大きさあったんだみたいなって思うところも多分多いんじゃないかなって。
あと、トレーナーごとにですね、いろいろこうモーションを工夫してまして、例えばボールの投げ方だったりとか、
Oh, your Caterpie's fucking dead.
仕草とか、まあ、そういったものが細やかに設定されています。
今ねやられちゃったポーズとかね。
やられちゃった。
This is Nuzlocke rules. You're retired now. Go get a job at a supermarket.
How they throw their Pokeball or their reaction when they lose, for example.
アイテム拾いましたね。
So you just got an item there.
So something that always bugged me in Pokemon, you could store Pokemon in Pokeballs, but you could also store items in Pokeballs. Can you store people in Pokeballs?
I'm hoping folks who are watching are listening with the volume up so they can hear the music in this area. I found it's really great how it feels. It really fits in with the tropical environment.
視聴者の皆さんも多分
Hey, please battle me! And then I kick this kid over.
南の国にちょっとあった感じの
How the fuck are preschoolers trainers now? Holy shit!
すごいやる気ですねこの
あーヤングースですね。
It's another young goose, looks like.
Use another Pokemon, man. That Popolo is way overpowered.
Battling here, with how the battle interface is set up, it's really easy to just get super involved.
This
with
is
the battle.
basically us
Whatever
beating up a
extent you want
preschooler
to,
and taking his lunch
but also
money.
very
What the
at your
fuck?
fingertips. It's not that you have to look at it all, but it's so nice that if there's anything that you need to check on, you can do it so quickly, and you still feel really.
Okay,
immersed
there
in
we
the battle.
go. There we go. We're speeding this up.
インターフェースでこういろんな情報を今今回覚えなくて
Also, who the fuck uses Growl?
まあ見たいときはもうタッチ一つでこうやっぱこう情報をすぐに出せるのがやっぱこう便利ですね。
ああ、そうですね。やっぱりこうバトルをしていて、まあこいつどんな状態だったっけとか、まあそういったことがすぐこう情報に出せるということは、初心者でもまあこの奥深いバトルにまあとっつきやすくなるかなと入れました。
Pokemon is one of those games where crowd control does next to nothing.
For example, beginners, for example, maybe they don't want to, or they won't remember a lot of these different status changes and whatnot. But you can really quickly check on the state and see how things have changed.
I'll say I love Young Goose's painting animation.
Young
It's just
Goose
so cute.
気絶の演出が今日可愛いですね。
何が出るっていうんですかね。
I was in a soft spot for Pokemon. Teeth. There we go.
つつけら
That's just a fucking woodpecker, yo.
つつきポケモンなんですけども、まあ1秒にこう16連打して木を叩くと言われているポケモンですね。
So this is a pick a peck. It's called the woodpecker, or excuse me, the woodpecker Pokemon. I can't even.
Yeah, the woodpecker Pokemon, aka a bird.
It can actually peck 16 times in 1 second, so it's got very fast beak.
16回というのは特徴だよね。
16回というのはだいぶ
We're very particular.
I would capture this Pokemon though. This Pokemon looks cute.
It's interesting, yeah, watching its animation as it's got very bird-like movements as it's kind of twitching its head side to side, and
Also, your
The
Popolo's
level of
fucking
detail you
dead,
guys have
dude.
put into all the Pokemon animations in this game is really fantastic.
Don't fucking either use a potion. Okay, they're trying to catch her, but that seal's dead.
Oh no no! Dad.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh no.
Hopefully one of your
Pokemon at
viewers
this
will
point
help
is
us out.
self-explanatory. My dad hates video games and knows how Pokemon works. Seriously,
That's a good
Skippa,
question,
do we
actually.
really need
We
this
did find
explanation?
Pokeball earlier as we were walking around, and you can find some good items to help you out along the way that can help you heal up your Pokemon and
まあこの後そうですね
High
ちゃん
risk.
と傷薬とか持ってるので、まあ、バット回復できるんじゃないかなと。
捕まってよかった。
ドキドキしますねこれ。We almost got wiped out there.
Something tells me they increased the capture rate in this demo to 100%.
Catch 'em all.
まあ
oh, that's nice. Your ladybug got a level out of that though.
まあこれでレベルアップですね。ベイビートンが。
Almost another one.
ゲームの醍醐味ですね。
This is definitely one of the. I think one of the things that really makes Pokemon a fun game. Is kind of like.
Where the fuck's Zelda? God damn.
So do we have anything we can give Poplio to
I think it's time to go to
fix
the
him
festival.
up? Oh,
もうそろそろ
you're ready.
祭りに向かいま
Wait,
しょうか。
how long have we been streaming?
We'll just run through this one.
We've been streaming for 50 minutes. 15 was spent with the pre-show, so that's
40
30 minutes of Pokemon? Am I going crazy?
Terry, you gonna heal up after this? Or?
Yeah. We'll get healed up.
We'll get healed
I
up.
think before we get
patched
to the
up.
festival, because that's
Yep.
not to give too much away, but there's more fighting in your future.
More fight. この先もバトルが待ってるので、
そうですね。
回復した方がいいんじゃないかっていう。
So actually, as we come into this area here, we're
New
going to
releases in Steam in the
different
meantime,
characters
yeah.
that our viewers maybe aren't familiar with. Would you mind just giving us a quick introduction to them
これ
as
ちょ
they
っと
appear?
様々な、新しいキャラクター出てくると思うんですけども、それぞれちょっと紹介
Yo, this is a new Pokemon. Professor, he's a samurai. And he wears sandals.
いうキャラクターですね。最初にまあポケモンをくれる。
There, I explained everything.
まあ登場してます。
Get on to the next part.
It's been revealed already in a video that we've released, but it's a really strong trainer on this island, and he's actually the guy who gives you your first partner Pokemon in your adventure.
すごい強いトレーナーですね。
A very strong.
Yeah, they aren't using the bottom screen for anything because I'm pretty sure they haven't designed anything for. Oh, they use the bottom screen for combat. They haven't designed the overworld use for it yet.
この子はハウっていうキャラクターですね。まあ、ニャビーを今連れてるんですけど、この後、お祭りで一緒に戦います。
So this is how, and you're about to battle him actually as part of this festival.
Yeah, you basically missed nothing after an hour of streaming. Don't worry,
今
Skippa.
回は、
I will say this though: the trailer from Zelda shows that there's going to be a survival. There's going to be a wilderness survival aspect to it. Link is going to have to learn how to build, cut down wood, cook, and climb to survive, which makes me wonder,
Thank you for the fan.
今までの
is that the entire point of Zelda?
いう評判が
Like, are we going to have to spend months in a dungeon because Link has to whittle a fucking ladder out of a tree?
今後も一緒に冒険する
I。feel like that's just adding to the gameplay, yet contributing nothing of merit.
Pokemon trainer, but she'll join you on your adventure throughout the story.
And Sharp Eye viewers may have noticed that bag is kind of.
Oh, Jesus, sorry, my allergies on overdrive. But yeah, it sounds like it's busy work more than anything.
Was there something there? Yeah,
Also, I'm gonna clear my nose after sneezing, so one second.
まあまだ言えない。
Gotta keep it a secret right now, unfortunately.
動いてたの見ちゃった。
You saw a move. Maybe that's a hint.
I think it's time we go into the festival battle.
じゃあそろそろ祭りのバトルになりますか。
So I think it's going to be really interesting for fans of the series to see this battle and the space. The way that Pokemon and Pokemon battles are integrated into the culture in these islands is really interesting. And you get these amazing battle spaces where other folks are gathering around and watching you guys fight.
まあこのやっぱこう人間の社会にもやっぱポケモンとポケモンバトルそのものがこう、なんていうんですか社会の一部になってすごい大切なものっていうのがすごく伝わりますね。やっぱこういう、しっかりしたこうバトルアリーナみたいな感じもできてて。
そうですね。まあ今回このお祭りなんですけども、2人の旅立ちをまあ祝うというかそういう儀式になっています。戦った後にこの2人は島を巡る冒険が始ま
Oh
る。
my god, his name is actually Sun.
So in this particular festival, actually, this is kind of a celebration or a way to kind of kick off both you and Hao's adventures to kind of travel across the island.
Also, I kind of miss the days when Pokemon rivals actually looked like rivals, you know? Fucking, Blue looked like Blue looked like kind of the fucking scumbag of the team. Silver looked like a villain. Nowadays, rivals just look like alternate palette swaps, and it just kind of bugs me. I miss the days where you actually wanted to beat your rival and not just like treat him like a buddy. What was the rival in?
Leave it to me.
What was it? Ruby and Sapphire? I never like after Gold and Silver I just stopped. So I don't know what the design for Ruby and Sapphire looked like.
And here we can see
What he's done for
checking different effects.
But I kind of missed the scumbag trainer, the rival that you love to hate.
So yeah, you can see both your status changes as well as the opponent's status changes to really see what's going on in the battle.
So looking at this tropical environment, I'm really hoping that you guys were able to pull off some business trips to some nice tropical locations maybe. I mean, it's for research, it's work.
Let's Google that real quick while they're just doing this diatribe.
研究目的でこういろんな素敵な場所に行けたんじゃないでしょうか。
そうですね、開発のスタッフでこう実際にハワイに行ってですね、いろいろなモチーフを見たり。
Oh, the rival for Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire was the other sex, depending on who you played. So I think by then they stopped using the antagonist rival, and that sucks.
I told my boss that I need to do that to prep for this. To really get this segment, I really need to go.
I miss Gary fucking Oak.
このセグメントのためにやっぱこうハワイに行ってくればよかったですね。自然ということで。
Come on, Terry, show us what you got.
That's one down.
Nice.
What fresh bullshit is this? This is Pokemon, Selnar.
I think Hal has one more Pokemon to go.
ハオは手持ちがあと1匹ですね。はい。
We're also discussing how I missed the rival of Pokemon actually being you know, a rival instead of just a character palette swap. Hello, I picked the loser Pokemon. Please kill my face. Look at this. This is a terrible rival. If you had a rival, he would have been, well, since you picked the rival, since you picked the water, I'm gonna pick the grass type, because fuck you.
So at this point in the story, you see Hal has Litten, which is another one of the first Pokemon you can choose in your adventure. But you've actually encountered you battled against him and his Litten once.
The orange sky looks less Hawaiian, more JoJo Part 4. Yeah, kinda.
The next time you battle it, you'll get information on your move.
Yeah, Selnar, you and me both. I've been sitting here for 30 minutes like, I don't know about Pokemon, why do I care? Where's Zelda? You promised this E3 was gonna be all about Zelda, you piece of shit.
So it's just coming back to make it all very easy to understand for even beginners of the games.
Yeah, it really is so nice to have that information. I think especially when you're trying to catch more Pokemon.
Is there a Metro 2035 now? That'd be pretty cool, actually.
Kind of whittle this Pokemon down, so being able to remember maybe you want to use your weaker attacks sometimes just to kind of get them just to that point.
Oh no, you killed the fucking Pokemon that I picked. That was shit.
Nice, good job, man.
Give me your lunch money.
How is about losing too? He's just kind of rolling with it. It's all good. So I don't think we can go too much further in the gameplay because we're going to start giving away story elements that we don't want to show folks yet.
I don't think anybody hears about the story of Pokemon. What are you doing?
A new gameplay mode that I don't think folks have seen before.
この先やっぱ実機プレイを進めるとストーリーのネタバレ的なところも出てしまうことになるので、ここまでにして、ただもう一つちょっと映像を持ってきていただいて、そうですという理解なんですけども、初めて今回初登場の新しい新モードという
そうですね。
理解です。
ポケモンはやっぱりコミュニケーションツールとして今までこう対戦とか交換とかっていうのをやってきたんですけども、今回はさらにこう新しい形でのバトルっていうものが登場します。Battle Royale.
You just want an announcement for you just want an announcement of 2035, which would be nice, honestly.
So trading and battling between players, of course. This time that's no different. We've got an all-new multiplayer battle mode, which we're calling the Battle Royale.
All right, well, let's see if our crew can load that up for us, and we can check out this gameplay.
So is Battle Royale just 1 versus 1 versus 1 versus 1, and you could be a complete shitbird to your friends? Because that would be pretty cool, honestly. Speaking of redo, get 2033, but it's not on sale.
今日はちょっと時間
Actually, can you check GOG for me and see if it's on sale there? I'm busy streaming, you see.
And battles with one at a time. In this video here, we're just doing one Pokemon for the sake of time.
このバトルロイヤル勝敗に
Dude, I like this fucking WWE looking arena. This looks great.
全て倒されたら試合
This is the one thing I've been excited about for Pokemon is fucking pro wrestling.
How it determines the winner. So this is a free-for-all battle. But whenever one of the trainers, when the first trainer to lose,
This looks sick as
all of
fuck.
his Pokemon, that signals the end of the battle.
倒したポケモンの数と、残ったポケモンの数の合計が一番多いプレイヤーが勝者となります。
And then once the battle is over, once the first person loses all of their Pokemon, it's then to determine the winner.
Is 2034 redo worth it, Selnar?
How many Pokemon they
I haven't played the original game performance-wise, so I'm not sure. Also, that fucking owl just broke its neck. I love it.
What this is going to do for strategy as folks are playing, because generally speaking, when you're thinking about how you're going to switch up your Pokemon to fight another trainer, it's only a one-on-one situation, so you can look at their Pokemon and say, okay, I've got this Pokemon that's going to be strong against this one, but you're worried about two other opponents here, so you really have to think about who's going to fare best against a
Three
group.
other opponents, actually.
Yeah,
I'd say. そうですね、やっぱこう今までだったらこうチーム戦
Oh, I see. You all choose your attacks at once and then they cycle through.
今回はやっぱこう
And they tell you who goes first on the cycle, so you can choose to be defensive or offensive. See, this is where crowd control would be good.
4匹いるポケモンの中で
This is where you would be like, okay, I know the one that's strong against me is going to attack me first, so I'm going to do something in defensive to counteract that. This would be great. Why isn't this the focus?
You could have three people gang up on one really strong person, or you really have to kind of determine your strategy about how you're gonna, which order you're gonna defeat Pokemon, who you're gonna focus on. So totally new gameplay dynamic.
Yeah, it is interesting how much more intense it feels, where I'm used to just looking at the trainer in front of me and fighting them, and suddenly it's like, oh, there's two more trainers. I have to pay attention to everybody. And
Wait, is it already over?
folks watching there, you may have caught that the trainers there were wearing different outfits from what we saw with the
How's it
regular
already
characters
over?
shown off so far. We can't really
We only did like 2 moves!
worth noticing.
ちょっとそれぞれの
Let me see the
プレイヤー
results
やっぱ
here.
見た目とかあと服装が違うっていうのはちょっと気になりましたね。
また気づいちゃいましたね
You got a good eye there.
What was it, first to draw blood?
世界が入ってます
So yeah, you can actually customize your outfits in this game as well. So.
So we're just about out of time, but before we wrap up, I was curious now that you've had a chance to see some fan reaction for these games. How's it been seeing how Pokemon fans have reacted for Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon?
まあちょっと時間が来てしまいましたけれども、まあ今回の、ポケモンサンムーン発表されてから、多分ファンからの反響というのはあるんですけども、そのまあ手応えについてお話してもらえますか。
そうですね今回、7言語から、9言語に中文を、増やしまして、特にその中文使われている人たちからもたくさん反響をいただいてまして、まあ、自分のツイッターとか、いただいてるんですけども、やっぱりこう、ポケモン20周年ということもあって、ここからさらにこう広がりを見せるために、非常にこう
This is always kind of the problem with doing interviews with Japanese people. They're very, dedicated, and they got a very dedicated and colorful language that takes us double the time to explain.
For the future of Pokemon, really kind of expand it to even a wider audience. And as I think we've announced previously, in addition to the 7 languages we had in X and Y and Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, we also added Chinese, simplified Chinese, and traditional Chinese.
Wait, why are we talking about the localization of a Pokemon game?
Those regions, like fans have really been kind of excited about it and sending me lots of great messages.
And is there anything final that you'd like to wrap up and say to fans? Who are
Yes,
watching
yes,
the stream right
please,
now?
wrap it up. I want to see Zelda.
そうですね
Zelda
もう今までにないチャレンジを
da-da-da-da-da
このソフトはサンとムーンはしているので皆さんすごい楽しみに待っててください
Who's messaging me?
Yeah, I think Sun and Moon, we're really doing a lot of new challenges.
Oh,
for
thanks,
us
Sonar.
So I hope everyone really should look forward to the games.
Well, thank you.
自分も完全新作としてディレクター初めてだったんで、たくさんの苦労があったんですけども、その甲斐があってすごいいいゲームができたので期待しててください。
So there was a lot of challenges for me, especially as it's the first time directing an entirely new generation of Pokemon at Game Freak. But I think we've really brought the game together. It's really turned into something fantastic, and I hope fans really look forward to it.
I know I'm definitely looking forward to it. And thank you so much for joining us and giving us some insight into the development work here.
Man, that was the
we're talking about
longest
that
Pokemon
Moon
thing I've
coming
sat
out for the
through.
Nintendo 3DS family of systems this November, so you don't have to wait too much longer. And please don't go anywhere. In a few moments, we're actually going to be coming back. Aonuma-san is going to be stopping by to show us some gameplay for a game you might be thinking about, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So please don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Did the stream die? Why is it quiet? Get some fucking music or something. You never have dead air on a stream. This is bad. Ugh, fucking. Alright. Okay, there we go. I can't believe I'm dead to a fucking frog. Yeah, the Metro series is really good. I mainly picked it up because I was playing the Stalker series at the time, and that I was in a fucking dystopian Russian hype train, and that game was pretty good. Good narrative, good set pieces. Also, really nice at like making you feel like a moron with your decisions. Oh, I did not know the timepiece just fell through walls. But yeah, Pokemon, that sure looked like Pokemon. Not gonna lie though, that fucking, that Battle Royale thing looked rad as fuck. I mean, I was like 2 screens away from a wild chicken, fuck that. I feel like I'd be a little bit more excited about Pokemon if I wasn't an old man and I hadn't played it since Gold and Silver. But yeah, that sure looked like Pokemon after, what, 15 years? Oh, god damn it, I fell for the trick knife. You don't really see design like this anymore in games where they actively try to trick the player. I've been seeing that a lot in Odin Sphere, and that makes me smile. A lot of the secrets in that game are really devious. Medusa, no. Oh, wow. Medusa, you're kind of a chump. That's hilarious. What was that? Oh, I must have gotten a 1-up. Did I mute the E3 stream? No, I didn't. Wow, they're taking forever. Also, this is the one Castlevania boss in this area that doesn't have a completion orb. Mainly because it appears midway through the level, but also because they give you a lot of healing after the matter. Yeah, I honestly don't know what to say about Pokemon, honestly. Nothing I've seen looks new or innovative, it's just new character designs. And it looks like they're trying to have a story, which is a little weird to me. Pokemon's never been a good base for storytelling outside of the most basic things because Pokemon is a game designed to appeal to people within the 10 to 18-year-old ranges. Come on, E3, get to work. I can only play Super Castlevania 4 for so long. Gotta remember this level being a piece of shit. I'm only than you Pokemon wasn't a thing that existed until I was already in high school. Yeah, I think I was in middle school when Pokemon started. When I say middle school, I mean grade 8. That's right, this level was a bitch because sprite limitations. do like the fact that Castlevania 4 is a game I could just pick up and play and still remember it. I don't feel stupid like I did when I first played it. Except there. I just gotta make sure I don't find the dagger. Where the fuck is Zelda, dude? This was supposed to be a conference exclusively about Zelda, and you don't have Zelda? Come on, guys. Get your— oh, fuck, I missed Boomerang. Holy Water's good. This is a game before Item Crash was a thing, though, so... okay, walk into it. Yeah, Holy Water's not a good job at killing these guys. I also just tried to roll like this was Odin Sphere. That's pretty funny. Maybe in Sci-Fi were the last Pokemon games I played, and I was just impressed it had a sprint button. Yeah, that was such a good convenience. Or that would have been a good convenience. Because remember, I only played up to Gold and Silver, and we didn't have a run back then. We had bikes, though. Holy Water in this game seems like shit. Ugh, I remember this climb being a pain in the ass. Yes, I'm gonna get that money because I need it in this dystopian Castlevania universe. You can't kill those green guys, can you? Yeah, you could only stall them. Also, I don't have 2 anymore. I don't have 2 at all, do I? Where the fuck's the conference? How long has the Pokemon conference been over? They haven't... there we go.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3. I'm Ed, here with Bill and Noriko, as well as a very special guest, Mr. Ayanuma, has joined us here. We're going to
Ayanuma's here.
A little game here that I think a lot of people are excited about, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Before we jump right into things, though, Mr. Ayanuma,
Let's talk more about Pokemon.
A message you have to the fans?
アヌマさんからファンへのメッセージを。
ゼルダのね、当たり前を見直すって言って作ってきたこの、
Is that a Zelda watch? I think that's a Zelda watch.
いっぱい話したいことあるんですけど、もうトレーラーも見ていただいたし、ファンの皆さんは早くゲーム見たいと思ってると思うんですね。なのでもうゲーム始めたいと思うんですけど。
So I've created this game thinking about breaking the conventions of Zelda, and I know that a lot of fans have seen the trailer, and they probably want us to jump right in. So why don't we get started?
Let's do it.
We're going to be showing a lot of The Legend of Zelda today, starting right here. We're going to show you what you can do.
Hey, Bill! Bill Trinan, my boy!
Try not to spoil anything, so feel free to tune in for as long as you like.
ネタバレなしで。
Alright, here we go. Let's see how much of a Shadow of a Colossus clone this is. Also, I should probably move my mouse because y'all are seeing the HUD.
Open your eyes.
Man, well, Zelda never really had a voice, did she?
Open your eyes.
Yeah, this is the first game with voice acting, isn't it? And I mean voice acting, not fucking Simoleon, where it's like... Or Minda's... Iket otafus excusefs. Also, Link is apparently Daredevil? Yo, is this a Hero of Time cloning facility? That'd be great.
This is a very mysterious place, Aonuma-san.
ちょっと神秘的な場所ですけれども。
Yeah, something tells me our mysterious voice is only going to be the voice acting.
I've talked about breaking the conventions of Zelda, but Link does start by waking up.
Keep that rooted in the tradition.
Link always has to wake up.
という感じでいいんじゃないでしょうか。
ただまあ本当にミステリアスなね場所で。
The Shrine of Resurrection,
This really
what?
is a mysterious place, and it's kind of very.
It almost seems like there's a sci-fi element to this. The fact that this is on the Wii U pleases me too, because now I could actually play the damn thing.
That is a Sheikah slate. Take it. It will help guide you after your long slumber.
Thanks, Navi.
Here we see the introduction of a very mysterious item.
神秘的なアイテムが出てきましたが。
Will this slate give me clothes?
剣と魔法のねその世界だった。
It's the fucking Wii U gamepad.
So in the past,
Okay,
we
that's
used
cheeky.
swords and magic, but this time around we introduced technology.
I know a lot of people are going to be so excited to see how that plays out in this game because that's such a great new wrinkle to add to
This
the
is
Zelda
temperature
franchise.
gauge? What is this?
どんな感じでゲームで使われるのかっていうの
Why is there a temperature gauge? And a sound meter? And equipment?
And so, he's going to start by opening the treasure box.
Well, naturally there's going to be equipment because this is a survival game.
These are clothing items that he can wear.
リンク今まで裸同然でしたから。
Link was pretty much naked.
I don't think he was naked. Those pants look very covering.
Oh, Bill, you can actually play this nude too if you want.
Not quite my style.
僕のスタイルではないのに遠慮しておきます。
はい、OK です。
That would also
This
make
is
it very
looking
vulnerable
pretty
to
interesting
enemies.
just from a fucking design standpoint for puzzles. Temperature and noise is going to be a factor? That sounds awesome. Also, the fact that the Sheikah are going to be a thing and there's suddenly technomancers.
One of the functionalities of the Sheikah slate is activating
これがシーカストーンの
this pedestal
機能の一つ。
and opening this door here.
Naked Link, a hero unbound.
So it starts.
Punished Link, a hero forgotten.
Link, you are the light. Our light.
Too bad
That
we're all
light
dead.
shines on Hyrule once again.
Yeah, I almost want to say that it's a fucking it's a Hero of Time cloning facility.
あのね画面にジャンプっていうふうに書かれてますけど、今回
Ooh,
ね
jump button.
初めてボタンでジャンプするようになりました。
So as you can see on the screen, it says jump. Now Link can jump for the first time.
その
in
ジャン
the
プはああ
series.
やって壁
Couldn't Link jump in a Skyward Sword, or are they just choosing to ignore that?
Up the wall.
Nice little set piece. Now I'm just gonna dive off this cliff and die. And that's the end of the demo. Good show, everyone.
Now we see the subtitle on screen. Perhaps this would be a good time for Aonuma-san to talk about that a little bit.
サブタイトルが画面に出てきましたけども、これについてちょっとご説明いただけますか。
ゼルダってね今までアイテム名とかキャラクター名がサブタイトルにつくことが多かったんですけど、今回はねこの世界そのものの名前です。
So in the previous
Contextual
title,
jumping in
used
Skyward.
Link
Okay.
names the subtitles,
So much like
but this
Ocarina,
time around,
Majorum,
we
and Windwalk.
wanted to,
But this is the first game that actually has jumping.
And I think especially from that sweeping panoramic shot right there, we see how much of a character the world is, how much of a presence the world is in this. And I know hearing some of the iterations of possibilities for the subtitle and you know, I remember the moment when I first heard Breath of the Wild, and it was just like, oh, that's it, that's the right one. It felt so right with this, in tune with the nature and
Ooh,
the
you don't have hearts in
expansiveness
this
of
game. You have
world.
to eat shit to heal health. Wait, can you just straight up climb everything? What?
はい、こうやってね、どんどんね、壁とか
Oh my god, this game beat Todd Howard to the see that mountain meme.
Just like you said, you saw
Excellent.
で横に緑色のゲージがありますけど、頑張りゲージって言って、あれが続く限り登っていける。
Like, the trailer kind of had me hesitant, but this is looking solid.
on the left. That's the stamina gauge, and you can kind of see how much he can climb by that gauge.
で、世界に転がっていろんなものをね、どんどん手に入れることができるわけ。
And then there's a lot of items scattered all around the world, and you can take those, you can pick those up.
で任天堂といえ
Why
ば
do we have so many tree
And
branches?
then, as a Nintendo, we of course have to have this item right here, mushrooms.
We love our mushrooms.
まあ
We love our shrooms.
This mushroom is not going to make Link any bigger.
I gotta close my door. The trash truck is here. Oops. Sorry, I hit my mic.
大きな岩とかもね、押したりいろいろしてこうやってその世界にあるいろんなものにこうリンクがこういろいろアクションできるんですね。
So you
Dude,
can see Link
Ganon
push off
Lamau.
the rocks down the hill. He can use all these little items and elements and incorporate it into gameplay.
So yeah, this is gonna go into the cooking element as well because they showed off Link actually cooking on a hot pot. So I'd imagine at some point you could take this apple and this shroom and make a salad or something.
This world of exploration right off the bat.
Head for the point marked on the map in your Sheikah slate.
Oh god, they're gonna have to turn off that obnoxious helper. I'm already tired of her. This game looks like Tomb Raider Zelda Edition. I was thinking more Don't Starve Zelda because you're gonna be doing rudimentary crafting with basic geometric shapes.
This is a high plateau in the center of Hyrule. We'll give you just a sneak peek of
Wow, that's a
how big that is,
big
but,
country,
you'll
I
get to see
think.
a better look at the scale of the world later on today.
ハイラルの真ん中に位置しているE3 バージョンで見れる
Please stop telling me what to do.
ワープは後でまた別の機会にお見せしましょう。
No, I got a
I
baked
didn't know
apple.
you could bake an apple.
逆にですね。
あ、怒られちゃう。
No, you cook a baked apple.
He scolded you.
Oh. Now, who
Whoa, is
is
that the
this
King
guy?
of Red
Would you
Lions?
like to share with people?
この男性は誰なんでしょうか。ご説明いただけますか。
Yeah, this actually feels like, you know, legit gameplay because that camera motion is jittery.
ね、一番最初のゼルダで出会ったのもこういうローズでしたよね。
And in the first of the series, I think you met a guy like this.
He says this
You
is
know what
the
I
Great
want to
Plateau.
see? I
He
want to
describes
see
it as
this
the
old man
birthplace of
say
the
it's
Kingdom of
dangerous to go
Hyrule.
alone. Take this, and he gives you the sword. That would be rad as shit.
もうちょっとなんか遺跡のような感じになってしまって神殿ですね。
So you can see the temple that's very worn down.
Yes, he says the kingdom is in a state of decay.
Yeah, I know it's a tutorial, but it's still a very tutorial, and I don't like it.
So I picked up a tree branch earlier. Currently, it's all I have for a weapon. But you can see
That's
very
kind of
quickly,
neat.
the things that I can do with a tree branch.
See you later, Silnar. Good luck at work, dude. Also, we could just cause random brush fires and ruin the environment.
And I can.
いろんなことできますけど、そんなにいろいろ火つけたら大変なことになりますよ。
You can do a lot of things, but you can't just set everything on fire.
Right. I think we've just seen a window into Bill's play style.
ビルのプレイスタイルが今ちょっと垣間見れましたね。
Ah, now we get access to the tool.
I picked up an axe, and so I can also swap my weapons out. So I'll switch over to the axe. The axe is great because I can chop down trees if I want to get to some apples.
Use all the resources.
Right? I can even chop the logs that I've cut.
This is so weird. It's like a mix of.
Which I can later
It's like a
use
mix
to
of
set
Zelda, Don't Starve, and Harvest Moon.
So it's very nice and neatly bundled up already for you.
It's amazing.
Convenient. Yeah, I think honestly, first time I got my hands on the ROM, I spent the first 20 minutes like
Cook this
chopping down
flour
trees
to
and
increase
finding
your
trees.
stealth.
That's
What?
all I did.
初めこのプレイこのゲームをプレイし初めてプレイした時にとりあえずもうなんか木を切り
Oh god, they're cannon!
登ったりすることに集中してました。
This is after Wind Waker!
I've always been a big fan of the Koroks.
Yes, they're back!
この世界の痛
Oh my gosh!
隠れてるんですよ。
So these guys are actually hiding everywhere in the world here.
What do we have there?
あれ
Oh, Numasan, it looks like I've already come across the Master Sword.
見つかったか
Maybe you found it.
見つかってしまったか
Did you get it already? Did you find it?
あまずい
Oh.
残念でした
Huh.
Sorry.
You are now the king of England. What the fuck is England? I don't know.
置いてあるわけないでし
Yeah,
ょ
there's no way I'm gonna play something that important here.
That would be the ultimate in breaking with the Zelda conventions.
それはなんか
Yeah, the Ring of Lily Pads is good. It's meant to be a very tutorial segment, which is good design in my opinion.
Now, I do need a shield, so I think I'm going to run up this way. As you can see, the world is open to me. I can go any direction that I want, but I'm going to run up here through the grass. I have a sword, so perhaps I should cut some grass.
So, 切って
It's a Zelda, so you could be a lawnmower.
でも何も出てきません。
これだもうリンクはダメージ受けたらどうやって回復するんだって話ですよね
So I guess you want to know how Link can get life.
How Link can fucking murder all these goblins?
Some of these enemies.
This almost feels like Dark Souls combat with some of the pace, or not the pace, the animations.
Well, gonna dispatch them with some extreme prejudice here, I think.
There we go. It's not much of a shield, but I've got a pot lid.
とりあえずシールドをゲットしました。
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that pot shield's pretty fucking bad.
Oh no, I'm gonna need some health here in a bit.
You have like 8 mushrooms, man. What are you worried about? What was that flurry rush? Hang on.
And your sword broke, so...
壊れちゃいましたね
Uh-oh.
Oh, your shield broke.
Oh, there's the
I
shield?
stole his spear.
今回ねリンクが持ってる武器
The fact that you could get a spear is pretty fucking great.
So for this title, the weapons that Link have actually will break as he uses them.
で今ビルも敵からこうやって武器を奪いましたけどこうやってねどんどん強い敵倒して強い武器を手に入れるそういうサイクルでこのゲームは進みます
So the cycle of this game is that you.
I do gotta say, item degradation, I'm not a fan of. Just because it's gonna slow the game down even further when you're like, oh shit, I gotta fix my weapon, let's get a whetstone, shink, shink, shink. Okay, whatever.
ビルハートなくなっちゃったじゃない
Oh,
回復
yes.
しなきゃ
Your heart's getting a little lower, Bill.
ハートをどうやったら回復できるかというと
Eat this mushroom.
キノコを取ってましたけどその下にハートのマーク見えますよね
So you can see that little heart icon on the
これはハー
mushroom,
トが半分回復することを指してます
and then it shows that you can get half of the heart back if you
で
eat it.
今回はね草を切ってハートで回復するんではなくてリンクは物を食べて回復する
Yeah, durability's never been a thing I enjoyed in video games. And in Dark Souls 3, it was kind of odd that they even had it because your weapon never fucking breaks in that game.
Using that way to replenish
I think at this point they intended for the weapon to break just to show you, yeah, you have durability, be cognizant of that. And it will probably not be relevant at all.
Those from enemies, you're finding them in certain places and then using the food as this resource to keep your health up is also really interesting.
I'm glad food is not a hunger mechanic at least.
敵の武器だったり食べ物だったりそうやってリソースを駆使して進めていくっていうゲームのスタイルがすごく
You found a stick.
だからねちょっとねサバイバルな感じですよね現地でとにかくいろんなものを調達しなきゃいけないっていう
So it's almost like a survival game where you have to collect all these items so you can move on with the game.
Okay. So is...
Shooting the flurry rush.
あれは今敵の
So Link has witch time now.
ジャンプを避けたんですよね。そうするとスローモーションになって敵にヒットを与えやすくなるんです。
So when you when you get a perfect timing, the enemy slows down, and then it's easier for you to attack the enemies.
Looks like I got a new pair of trousers, which I've been needing to pick up. So,
新しいパンツをゲットしたので、これに着替えます。
okay. You can see that there's quite a lot to look around at and discover in the world. I'm gonna run past those barrels there.
周りにいろいろあるので、いろいろと探求心というか、
Stream stopped.
見
What?
回すのがすごく楽しいです。
Probably encoder shit
So
on my
so
end.
we don't
I
have a good idea of
apologize.
what's going on in Hyrule here, but everything seems to be in ruin.
ちょっと
And
ハイダルが荒廃化というか、なんか遺跡化してしまっているので。
そうですね。これも昔のトレーラーでもお見せしましたけど、今回のトレーラーに見たガーディアンですね。
So you saw these guys in the trailer, they're guardians.
っていう敵なんですけど、今動かなくなっちゃってますねもう。
And they're enemies, but as you can see, these guys are not moving anymore.
だからなんかその間にこう時間の経過っていうのがあるんでしょうね。
So there must be some sort of a time lapse.
So I know a lot of people are going to be really excited about how you're dropped into this world, and there's minimal backstory. There's not.
I'm pretty excited about this. This is looking good.
Who you are? What are you going to do? What do you want to do? Where do you want to go?
So I got a feeling most of the world is going to be empty because this is a huge open world area, and I don't know if they have the resources to add a lot of stuff to it.
As they play the game.
No, no, pick up the teeth! Damn it, Bill! You're the worst Let's Player. I'm also a little worried that there's going to be a lot of chests and none of them are going to have anything interesting. Yo, they just straight up give you the hero's bow, wow.
So I think with this title, you'll be able to learn these backstories, like you said, Ed, that you'll be able to learn them little by little on your own pace. It's not that the game is telling you, but you can kind of explore and find out on your own.
This might also be a good time to talk a little bit about the art style and just the nature of the game itself. If you look at Link and the world, it's clearly deeply inspired by Japanese animation.
Yes, this Japanese game is very inspired by Japanese animation. Huh. Go figure.
Zelda で言うとね、風のタクトの時にトゥーンっていう表現を使ってそのアニメーションの表現を取り入れてみたんですけれども、それはね、そういう世界が
I think the big issue I'm worried about more than anything right now is the puzzle solving aspect of things. Because the thing that drew me to Zelda was the fact that I could solve puzzles and feel clever. And I wonder how they're going to design that with this new 3D world in mind. Where basically everything is dead, run down, and shit.
But in order for the players to see an item, to find an item, it's actually easier to use the animation style where you create something and then you shave.
Yeah, Shinjin, I'm a huge fucking fan of cell shading, so this is right up. There's a ladder right there, Bill Trinan. What are you doing? Go climb that ladder. No! Oh my god. Fucking. Wow.
So the theme here is not that we wanted to create an animation style game, but
we wanted to give the game style.
To use this art style and then match it to the functions of this game.
And you see here, the time limit on the
We
demo that
ran
people will
into
have
a
access
slight-
to on the show floor.
Yeah, we were supposed to disable that. That was my mistake.
That's all right. That's all right.
But
These things happen.
what we can do is we'll skip through a few things.
申し訳ございません。
It's an organic playthrough. It's true to the nature of the game itself.
で、ゲームの本当の自然な形に今沿っているので、まあこんな感じ、こんなこともある。
そうですね。今日体験してもらえるものを生で皆さんにも感じてもらったってことですよ
So
ね。
yeah, this is
That's
something
right.
that the users will experience tonight on the show floor. So.
And I think people saw, that actually gives people at home a sense of.
I'm also
how
kind
much
of
time
curious
they're
as,
gonna
what,
have
as to
here.
what the tablet's going to
And
do.
as Reggie said, nobody's going to be able to explore even just this small area that we're showing here at E3, and that speaks to just how large this experience is going to be. And I think people are going to be really excited to just get that little taste of it.
さっきレジも言ってましたけれども、本当に今回ショーフロアでデモをしても、本当に一部の部分しかマップの一部しかゲーム内の一部しかプレイできないので、まあ今のこの切れてしまいましたけれども、それでどれぐらいの本当短い時間どれぐらいちょっとしか見れないかっていうのが、ビューアーの皆さんにも分かった、視聴者の皆さんにも分かったんじゃないか。
そうですね。
But in going back and talking about the art style, the colors are very reminiscent of a type of paint called gouache. And gouache was actually it's a material that is used frequently in animation.
Gouache?
But it's also a material that's used in a style of painting that is called en plein air, or in English, open air painting, where you go out into the environment and you sit down in front of the object that you intend to paint, and you paint it in that real world setting.
Okay.
And then, as we started
Also,
looking
just to
at,
let you all know, the Nintendo
art style
conference
and its
has
similarities to
double the
gouache,
viewers
and that connection, we also started to
Sony,
feel
Microsoft,
that
and
the music
Ubisoft.
in the game also has a very open air feel
So
to it. And that
Nintendo's looking at 230,000 viewers. Well, what did fucking Ubisoft was at 90,000, Microsoft and Sony were at 120.
ね、どこに行って何をするのも自由な今回のゲームなのでね、あるルートに沿って遊んでってもらって、その間に音楽を盛り立てていくみたいなことが今回使えないんですね。
So because the players will be able to explore and do anything that they want to, we couldn't use the conventional types of music where we know that where the users would go, and we can kind
Are we
of,
seeing this again, or did he just
get the music, more dynamic as the users explore certain areas of the map. So this
Well, it looks
time
like
around,
Bill
we
Trinan is
kind
just
of
running
did
through the
it.
demo again, so maybe we'll see stuff we didn't see before.
ゲームの BGM をですね、
Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about right here with how you do your demos.
それに
You have the demo player do player isms.
使い方をしてるんです。
Like, after we've done the tutorial once, we know about the old man, fuck him, let's get the axe.
That you hear throughout the game, and then we try to blend that music, that sound.
Also, man, that axe is slow.
先ほどから見ていただいてたまに流れてくるピアノのね、あると思うんですけど。
That's a Monster Hunter axe.
Sounds of piano throughout the game, I think.
ピアノのね音っていうのはもう自然の音にすごくマッチするんですね。
And then the sounds of piano actually matches this nature
Ooh, chew.
element
Oh
very
my
well.
god, it looks insane.
人の内面に働きかけるような響きを。
And then the sounds of piano actually kind of strikes a chord in people's emotions too. So I think it works really well.
なのでリンクが何かの目的のもとで何かをしようとしているときにたまたま偶然にまたそのピアノの曲に出会うとですね、ぐっと気持ちが盛り上がってくるんですね。
So when you're playing the game and when Link goes through something, and then if that
Can you cut
piano
down every
sound
tree?
happens to come on,
I think that big
kind of,
chufty tree back there
makes
you can't
feel
cut
so
down.
emotional.
Like, there's
Just
gonna be
hearing that
resource trees, and then there's gonna be, you know, cinematic trees.
本当の偶然の出会いなんです。だから100人いたら100人の人が違う体験。
Though I will say, if you could cut down every tree, I'm gonna fucking
So the music
deforest Hyrule.
was to, because this game it
That will
has
be my
multiple
LP,
ways of playing
where I
it.
just
If there is a
deforest the
hundred
land,
players playing it.
salt
So we
it.
kind of wanted to make that that very unique experience for every player.
Oh, hey, here's a
Longtime
set piece that they
fans
showed
of
in the
the
trailer.
series, that's going to be one of the first things they notice. You know, there's not the constant theme music always present everywhere you go. And this new take on the on the aural experience is really refreshing. It's true to the game, and it does resonate. It feels really.
You're not going to hear the music that you're so used to. We didn't pay musicians this time around.
Nice.
Press Flurry Rush! There you go! Jesus! Oh, Flurry Rush is just attacking during the witch time. Okay.
Yeah, I'm really happy to hear that, Ed.
Bill continuing
There we
his
go.
campaign of brutality.
裸ですね。
Oh,
Yes, I forgot to.
Bill Link.
Sorry, I forgot to put my pants on.
You kinda rushed
Just like
yourself.
any other day.
So we do have, one of the things that we're not showing in this morning segment that's going to be coming up in just a little bit is puzzle solving.
Okay, here we
We'll be seeing
go.
some of
That's
that
what I'm
today.
curious
You'll be
about.
seeing quite a bit of exploration and the ways to use the objects that you've discovered. But one of the things, there's a lot of different ways.
Yes, blow up
that
the
you can
steak.
kind of experiment with the environment and the world here in Breath of the Wild. So I'm just going to have a little bit of fun with a little project I want to try out here.
Is Bill Trinan gonna blow up the steak?
ちょっと今回はビルがやりたかったビルのプロジェクトにちょっと今集中して。
何をしてんのこれ。
Oh. Okay, well,
I like that you call this setup a project, Bill.
let's see. Do
ほぼ
I,
何がしたいかわかりません。
I don't know what you're trying to do here, Bill.
let's see if it's close enough. Nope. Oh.
Get another club?
Let's see if we can make that happen. Oh, no, not quite.
あ、なんとなくわか
Club
った。
will try one
Maybe I have
more.
an idea here.
Oh,
Hey, you live.
I did. I
Nice.
survived.
死なずに。
Well done.
Now,
かなりやばい状態
that was
But look at your
yeah,
heart, Bill.
that was quite dangerous.
Thank you for joining us for Bill's
Actually,
project.
we have a little, we have a little bit of news. I think everybody has been excited for some special Zelda items coming to Miitomo.
あ、なんかミートモに新しいゼルダのアイテムが登場するということで。
Good
We've
job, Bill
just been
Trinan.
told that those items will be going live at
You get a thumbs up.
time, so be sure to check into Miitomo today to get your.
That was
Zelda
fucking
themed items
incredible.
there. We have a lot more Zelda coming up
A lot
today.
more Zelda.
As we've talked about, we're really focusing on introducing you to the world, the things you can do in the world, how you're going to be surviving. It's really all about the.
Remember when
actions and the
people still
activities.
use
You
Miimoto?
won't be seeing so
No.
much in terms of characters and story. So if you're the type of person who doesn't want to be spoiled, feel free to tune in all day.
Yeah.
で今日も午後からいろいろとキャラクターとストーリーというにフォーカスしたものではなくて、他の要素にフォーカスしたツリーハウスライブのセグメントがあるので皆さんご覧になってください。
まだまだたくさん伝えたいことがありますのでよろしくお願いします。
There's so much more I want to tell you about this game, so please look forward to it.
Yes, so stay tuned. We're going to take another look at our next segment. We're going to be focused on some exploration. So thank you, Noriko, Mr. Ainuma. Thank you, Bill. Thank you very much for your time. And don't go anywhere. We got more Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild coming up.
How much more? I don't know how much more conference there is. Let's see how much more how much longer this will go. I'm curious now. Oh, right. You got a hold whip. Totally forgot. And this is where I die because I don't have full whip length. This is also going to be the weirdest sounding Castlevania playthrough. What the hell? Let's turn that down a little bit. Just enough to where I could hear the announcements going. Hopefully they get a little bit more Zelda, because man, I want to see more of it. That looks interesting. God damn it. Really? I think I should just stop carrying to go for it. I have no reason why I should have died there. There we go. God damn. Fucking knife. I hate this game. Ooh, time stop. I think that's gonna be kind of worthless to me, though. They said there was gonna be more Zelda, right? They can't just stop here, right? Man, fuck this game. Oh, fuck. This is just waiting in anticipation. You know, I should have learned by now, but I haven't. Oh, fuck. Ah, well, that's enough of that. God, this is probably going to be the one video that has to be edited just because there's so much nothing. I'm so sorry. I should just take this time to fucking upload the next episode of the LP. Well, while we're waiting here, I should probably fucking show off other parts of the, what's this? Oh. Some dudes watching my LP and they're just going through every comment. Let's load up Twitch's stream and see what no, not Nintendo, Twitch. Because Nintendo has nothing to say right now. Oh, we're just watching the, they're just watching the fucking Watch Dogs trailer again. Nah. You had an opportunity. Ooh, hey, new stuff.
Oh, go ahead.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Let's do some climbing, shall
Yeah. So, Mr. Anuga and Bill.
Yes, here we go. The ladder.
Bottom of the temple. So now I'm gonna go up and see how the world will look like.
It should be noted that the first time I found this temple, I tried to climb up the other side where there's no ladder, and I fell and I died.
Yeah,
Do you feel
I
that, like,
didn't know there's another either.
You did that and you felt so proud of yourself.
Yeah, I did.
And it was only later you walked around and was like, oh, ladder.
Yeah, well, the game encourages you to climb. What can I say? I figured I was doing
I
the
do
right
like that
thing.
little peak of lava zone that they show from here.
Steady.
No!
We already had Bill set himself on fire.
That
It's
is
all right.
true.
Even if you plunge
Yeah,
your death, I don't think it's.
That means we have to ramp it up now. We're just gonna.
Welcome to Zelda, where there's so many ways to kill yourself. Also, I gotta use the restroom. Be right back.
Then I'm just gonna go up.
Challenge it.
Think ooh, this is my favorite moment.
Ring the bell of
When I
awakening,
go up to
Zelda.
the peak, I can actually see the sun coming up.
Yeah, it's kind of scary actually how many times I've done that playing early builds of this game where you just sort of you want to get to high spaces so you can just look around different times of day, different weather. You know, just the scenery is so fantastic.
That's interesting how much it changes, and especially here since we don't have any control as we're showing this game off to what the weather's going to do. So it's nice right now that we've got a good scene to show people, but it could just easily be raining and.
So since this is an exploration segment, I kind of want to try to explore a lot, and I'm going to try to head toward the highest peak in this plateau, which I think is that thing.
Yes.
So I'm going to use the scope. You see, so using the scope, you can actually pin things, so you can see where you're heading toward. So right now I'm right here, and I'm trying to go to the Mount Hylia, the highest peak on this plateau we're on.
And it's crazy thinking this is just the plateau that we have visible here, but this is a tiny portion of the world.
Yeah.
Yep. This is how big the world is.
Having that the topographical details on the map too are hugely important. It's like when you look at it when you're sitting there staring at your map and trying to figure out how to get somewhere, you can see obviously if you have huge elevation gains that you have to get over, planning your route becomes really important.
Yep. And just for the Treehouse Live, Mr. Aonuma gave us a very special code. So you can actually use the paraglider in this one. So I'm gonna try to.
I'm kind of curious if he made this glider or does he come with it.
No.
Also, there is a day-night cycle timer. Hello.
Yes. Oh wait, there's something here. Is that
Resources.
Shiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill grabbed that a while ago.
That's actually one thing I found really useful about being able to plan your location before you actually get going, because the number of times I've gotten waylaid by collecting stuff or hunting, or I'm just totally off of where I intended to go, and then I can check and be like, oh yeah, I was supposed to go over there. I should get back to that when I'm done collecting stuff.
No, that happens all the time. Like every nook and cranny. I mean, it's not like you're gonna find this incredible sword around every nook and cranny, but there's always something. It's like whether it's an apple or it's something that you're gonna use later on. There's secrets everywhere. So you get really distracted.
And I collect everything I see.
I feel like I just saw Bill doing a naked speed run down this path. Like, luckily we're going a different route. He went down the path. We're going up.
Yep. We're going to the different direction. Oops. So this is actually the peak or the cliff Link first come out from the Resurrection Cave, I think. That's where it was, I think.
Yeah.
And he came up right here.
Hey, in case anybody's wondering too, because we obviously just went through Mr. Aonuma's section. The first time you pick something up, it stops and tells you what it is, but thereafter, if you pick up the same item, you're not going to get interrupted with sort of that little text bubble telling you what it is. You just pick
Oh,
up
we don't know that quite yet, Mr. Player.
So my destination is actually behind me, but I'm going to try to go around this cave and do some climbing and jumping.
So I wonder how much of the timer is spent on the demo, because they can't really do much with the time allotted, can they?
Being able to take your adventure into your own hands, do whatever you want to do, go where you want to go, and starting the game, one of the first things you can do is just run yourself
dive off the cliff. Yeah, I totally did that.
Yeah, I found I've made many entertaining mistakes as I've been exploring, and I got a little maybe over enthusiastic.
But I mean, somebody could have, instead of going down that path as the game sort of gently guides you to do, somebody could have just taken a left out of that cave and come right up here if they wanted to.
Yep.
Yeah, and what could you do up here? Lumberjacking?
Oh, wait.
Oh, Chico,
you
come
noticed
on.
it. Oh, really? I missed him.
Chico, it should be
That's a pretty cool HUD for the bow and arrow.
Chico likes to shoot everything that moves, but you don't have to do that. Of course, obviously, you can survive and play this entire game without hunting innocent animals like Chico. Well, no, and bad animals. Bad animals.
I'm an animal lover, so you know.
Girls gotta eat.
And actually, this is something that folks probably noticed during the Aonuma segment, that this area is really taken over by bokoblins, so you have to be really careful as you're running around these hills.
Like
there
that
are all these little encampments that you can run
What
across.
the
And
fuck
depending
is
on which
that?
direction you come at them from, you could be climbing from the other way, crest that hill, and suddenly you're smack in the middle of this.
I'm assuming that's the bomb, but where'd you get a bomb from?
Camp. Look at the view from that camp. That is where I would camp.
And they have meat. I want meat.
Nice roll.
So much for their peaceful
Oh.
camping.
Ah, you missed it.
You got their attention though.
Wait.
That's all right. They're stupid.
Yeah. They're not.
They might just
They're like, that was just an exploding grasshopper. Yeah, just.
That's not gonna make it in time. You're not gonna kill anyone with that.
Roll.
Maybe not.
I think there's a really
I think you got a good.
taking it.
Oh man, Chico's taking it in her own hands.
Nice.
Oops.
Holy shit, that looks pretty cool.
Before they get the weapon, but
Oh, you went over the side. Chico, come on.
This is pretty rad. I'm impressed. They just need better ragdolls, because this havoc physics thing ain't doing them any favors.
Oh.
We're looking forward to such a good time.
No, they're bad. They're bad creatures.
look at this giant meat.
Yeah,
It's
you
glistening.
gotta grab that.
Yes, I have.
It looks so delicious.
Haha.
Oh, seared. Yeah, would have been a good meal for him.
Yeah, well, I will enjoy it for them.
Finders keepers. They're no longer here, so it's all Chico's.
And now you're gonna burn their stuff. That's good. Sort of a.
Make sure. Haha. You
Oh,
can
yeah,
set fire on that.
Oh, there might be something in there.
Maybe. I should wait.
Yeah, it's so interesting when we saw the
Oh wow,
rolling
you could actually
issue
set
we
shit
were
on
having
fire
back
too.
there, but
That's great.
You have to take physics into account whenever you're doing anything in this game.
Look at that. There's something more.
Oh yeah, go down there.
Well, it's gonna have a really real effect on what's going on.
I was fully expecting her to just jump down and then die. I forgot that you have a glider.
Stuff everywhere. So this is ore. You can of course whale on this. You could also blow it up. Various minerals and other things.
Yeah. I should do that.
You gotta
That's
save that
easier.
axe. It's like you might need that. Maybe a square bomb.
Nah, you should have you should have gone full lumberjack with that.
Types of remote bomb in this one, and the square one is much easier to just keep it in place. Oops, I don't do it.
How the fuck did we not think of square bombs? Oh my god, I feel stupid.
Can we look up for a second? I just want to see if that cloud's.
Yeah, hold on.
It might have been a zeppelin. I'm just kidding. There's no zeppelins in this game. Just weather, I think.
Class, it's good. I was a little worried a storm was rolling in and everything was going to start getting all slippery.
There's another camp over there. So one of the different things about this game is that many of the bokoblins actually live in the camp instead of just scattering around.
Yeah, that's true. You kind of run into some.
Yeah, it looks like they got rid of ammo count for bombs, but not arrows. That's a little odd.
Still gathering camps and.
Yep.
No, get the other ore rock.
Until Link comes over.
Come on, guys.
I like
Just
Chico's
second
showing
rock right
here
there.
Now it's that you have all this environment to explore and at your own pace, and you can just climb everything and just try to investigate in different ways and take different paths. It's not linear or anything. You just choose your own adventure.
And there's so much hidden goodness to find.
Right.
So if that cliff had been higher, like her stamina wheel basically, it allowed her to get that high. But like if that had been a higher cliff, you probably would have had to find another way
Yeah,
around.
so I kind of have to know like what's my limit before I start climbing up.
Getting into some serious elevation here. I love this about the game. It feels like look around.
Man, that's a fucking transition if I ever saw one. That's a hard transition.
You would expect sort of as you go up into like.
Just walk in and you're like, bam,
that.
ice.
The trees just
Get fucked, buddy.
Expect some more like sort of wild.
Also, I'm fully expecting to see "Thank you for playing" soon.
Feel really like a natural world to me.
Because they've been playing for a while, and I think this is a timed demo.
Direction on the
Yeah,
horizon.
let's not go there today.
Yeah.
Let's try to stay on the plateau.
There's no more goblins. Oh, wait, I couldn't take that.
I don't know if we're going to be able to stop Chico from just sort of going and attacking
I
everything she
just
sees.
collect things.
That's all right. No, it's good.
I just like to murder everyone.
Especially because it illustrates that you really can approach this 1,000 different ways. I mean, the last one you sort of sent in some bombs to introduce yourself to him, but didn't have to.
Oh, he sees
Sentry. He doesn't see you.
And actually,
He definitely doesn't see you now.
the enemy AI is really interesting because depending on what you're fighting,
did they notice me?
These guys behave a certain
Maybe
way.
they got one without the limit.
They
Yeah,
behave,
probably.
more aggressively or more cautiously. But I think we noticed in an earlier section there with that.
Though it definitely seems like it's a incomplete product due to some animations.
Before they grab their weapons, it might have been easier, but then they have a chance to grab their gear. They'll actually grab each other's gear.
Yeah, if you sneak in and grab their weapons, they basically sit there and try to pick up dirt.
The bomb looks odd in a way. Mainly the blast radius is what kind of throws me off.
Chico just used an axe there, which you can actually use to knock shields out of enemy hands. The heavier weapons can knock out shields. Then picked up his weapons, and now it's like, what is this dude going to do? He's not going to do anything.
Oh, there's one.
Yeah, check him out. Dude, I think that was dirt. That might have been some Duke.
Let's call it dirt.
Yeah, I think it was dirt.
Seems safe.
Oh, there's a straggler
Better
there.
than something more unpleasant.
Ooh, headshots. Though I feel like the arrows should be an instant kill, but whatever.
Right now we're fighting during a fairly nice sunny, clear day, but how this would go
You got a shittier bow.
might be very different if
Oh,
you came
neat.
back here at night or if you came here during different weather.
Challenge
Sleep
chests.
at night. You can sneak in, steal all their stuff. You could sneak out.
There's a weird industrial feeling to some of these items too. You're looking at these crates, right?
And so what happened right there, obviously, is Chico cleared the entire area out. And this particular camp had a chest that was locked and was tied to the enemies around it. So when you defeat them, nice. That's an upgrade.
But essentially, you can interact with everything in this environment. Like, there's steel boxes on the screen right now. Just Chico can't really interact with them, but later on in the later segments, we'll talk about like how you can open it.
Oh, that terrain over there is so cool.
Yeah, it looks sort of like desert buttes.
Oh my god, I just realized something. There hasn't been a single rupee drop or heart drop in this game.
Suspicious rocks or stone pillars.
Maybe there's no market anymore, so rupees are worthless.
Oh, and there's another treehouse.
Oh wow.
These guys have really built it up. They got a nice.
That's kind of good too, because getting a rupee chest always felt like, yeah, that's cool, I guess. What the fuck ever.
Yeah, it's a better one.
Yeah, look at that. They got like they got.
Gonna let that one stand or not.
You can burn that entire camp down, Chico.
I don't know. Maybe.
Come in like an avenging fury.
I need to take them out first.
Are you gonna make it out?
I
there?
will.
Alright.
Nate, have some
You got
faith.
enough stamina?
She's gonna get it. Yeah, she's got it.
I've actually found that's one of the things that's been really fun about all of us being able to play at work and the different experiences that we've had in the game, and really just comparing notes about how different the experience can be, where certain people are really.
How did you open that chest from the back? What the fuck?
And waging a
Also, hello, sniper spot.
goblins. Other folks are focusing more on hunting or exploring, and depending on how you choose to focus.
Is there a scanning element to this game?
It's so different.
Yep.
And just talking to people, like I can talk to any other person in the office, and we've had a completely different experience with the game.
Yeah, totally. So Chico, with just while we were talking about that, Chico basically scouted this camp with her Sheikah slate, and you can see that actually by identifying the individual enemies, you can see how strong they are. And yeah, it looks like there's a serious one back there.
Yeah.
I don't think you may not be geared up to do that.
Not right now.
Give it a pass.
So yeah, I should.
Let's go. Let's go to the peak.
Yeah.
You can also see that she's got, once she marked that spot on her map, you can see it down on the mini map. So even if it's not specifically in the little radius of your immediate map, you'll at least have a beacon to go.
Oh, actually, since those guys will probably be fun to fight maybe later if we have time, would it be worth marking them on the map so we can
Oh, we can't go to this area without insulating gear.
Very cold right now.
It's always so sad to see Link like.
Luckily, they actually give you insulating gear too. Wow.
Before I go, I definitely want to map that thing. I think it was on this side.
Yeah, that's it right there.
So I'm going to use the
Skull.
Skull.
Go skull.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, so
To
now
be killed later.
Yes.
Can you Fulton these guys to Mother Temple? Oh, that would be dumb and hilarious.
So what Chico just did, obviously, was.
It looks like they're definitely taking inspiration from a lot of the open world games that have been released recently. I'm seeing a lot of Far Cry and a lot of Metal Gear Solid 5 in this.
Don't gear up or otherwise warm yourself. Clothing's only one way that you can do it, but for the.
I like that there's a lot more emphasis on environment to it. Like I'm loving the survival element just by merit of. Oh, Link's gone to an ice zone wearing his tunic. That's not weird. Oh wait, we have tunic gear now, or we have winter gear now. Sweet.
Those look like shoes.
Also, those shoes look fucking horrifying.
What is that stuff?
Oh, you're right.
Choo-choo jelly. Sweet. Lot of stuff in this game. I don't even know what that stuff does. I've been playing this game.
It's just a crafting material. Who gives a shit?
You gotta be able to make something of it.
God, could you imagine me playing a demo for a game? I'd be the rudest motherfucker ever.
Touched on it, but
Like white shoe jelly? Ah, fuck it.
with this game, like the weather changes and it actually affects like gameplay.
I should go to next E3
Oh, yeah, totally.
and just make every game developer feel bad.
Nobody's going to have the same experience in this particular area. I mean, if you come into an area when it's at night and
Since the day I was born, my little boy hands have been playing video games. I know all the tropes. White shoe jelly is just a crafting material for a potion.
can put out campfires and stuff like that. So it really is dynamic.
You could maybe use it for an accessory in this new one. I don't know.
The time of day could affect how you approach a particular mountain. It gets colder at higher elevations at night than it does during the day. So even that'll affect how you.
No, bullshit. This is not going to be affected by elevation. That would be too realistic. What's the soundbar in this? Excuse me. What's the soundbar used in this game for? If I had to imagine, stealth? Like, it's a very niche element, but they gave that to you. If you ever want to like sneak up on a bokoblin, you could probably stealth up onto them now and just kill them with a charge attack.
Going around paths. See me? I'm like straight line. I climb over absolutely everything in my path.
See this, Todd Howard? This is how you climb a fucking mountain.
She was sticking a little bit to it.
just want to get to it, you know?
I find these moments when you're cresting.
I'm gonna laugh if you find a volcano pit and then it's suddenly really hot. Also, look at that fucking time change. Wow!
You're going all the way to the peak for the sunset. You're such a romantic.
But it's so pretty. You see everything.
Can I make it? Can I make it?
Yeah, you'll make it. Sunset's nice. Oh, yeah.
And the only thing you could do up here is break a boulder.
Still nice.
That's cool. Some really interesting cloud cover moving over there.
Sit back, crack an elixir, you know.
Elixirs are expensive, dude. You get a red potion and you like it.
So are we at the peak? Oh, yeah, we are.
Oh,
Nice
it's
little
getting dark.
men here there. Wait, no, it says search. You gotta grab something. There's something there.
I will do it later.
Oh, all right. God, you need resources.
Just want to see.
I'm on top of the world, Ma.
This is the highest peak on the plateau.
No, it's not. Turn around. There's a bigger peak.
Yeah,
So you guys have to explore it later.
that's crazy to think about, actually.
Yeah.
This seems like it should be the highest point in the.
You have bombs. Explode it!
Yeah, it's just everything's so vast, but the higher you get, the farther you can see, and it just makes planning so much easier.
Oh, you just straight up get items here too. Neat.
We've got some illumination marking locations, so there's some certain sites that are really going to catch your eye as you look.
All right, now jump off fucking Pride Rock and get your glider going.
Shrines. Go to those.
To-do list.
So I saw a waterfall over there, so I'm gonna try to go.
What's the purple zone off in the distance? I want to say evil zone.
Give me vertigo.
Sorry.
Yeah, this is something that I don't think we even have on the demo on the floor. So folks who are here.
That would break your damn glider in half. Oh, what this game needs is a fucking... What's it called? A wind map. Not a wind map, a wind indicator. That's something it seems like this game will need.
Oh, that's all right. We can use that for something.
Yeah.
Make a necklace.
I don't know.
I don't think we could do that. Can we do that? Gross. Necklace of
Wait.
teeth.
Is it high enough? Am I high enough?
Yes, a windicator.
It's snowboarding.
That's
Maybe it
right.
should be good here.
I know, that's right, that's
oh
right.
wow, actually, take a look at the moon over there. It's come out.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh, it's some keys over there. Yeah, I have to go up
Wow, yeah,
to
you're
my
right.
bunny hill first. Ah, or not.
What came with the buddy?
Oh, you are a dead shot, Chico.
Seriously,
See,
you
I
got
I
really
normally just
good.
wait in there with a sword, but you're actually smart to do that because if you fight stealth foes at night with a sword, you generally knock their heads off, but then the head survives and goes and tries to find its body and put it back together.
They can swap their heads.
Oh yeah, stealth childs are back. That's right. Those little bastards from Ocarina.
Sometimes their limbs will still be moving after you defeat them. It's like, oh.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
So cool. It's my favorite feature.
Yo! Holy shit!
I can actually do snowboarding here.
Climb.
That was awesome!
Oh,
Ice statue.
Ice keys.
I was wondering if you could take that jump actually. If we start high enough, we just. I'm sorry. What? I was probably
I'm sorry, I was
leading you
murdering
to
the bat.
Probably
It's
don't.
keys.
No, it's keys.
It's not
I know,
it's
it's
a
keys.
monster. Okay.
Oh, you're calling out my cred.
Oh, you know what this game needs now?
That little move.
You need to be able to throw a bomb and then surf over it and explode it and fly off into the
To
wilderness.
degrade your shield, so it's not like you could do that forever. Well, I mean, you can. You just have to go get more shields.
I've never been more excited for something as asinine as shield sledding.
It's like weapons, yeah, they do break.
Yeah, exactly. With all your
I see it
weapons and your
really
gear, they have also their own stats. So the more you use them.
Yes,
the more
bomb
you
jumping.
You want to save your favorites for special
Get that.
occasions.
Yeah. The cool thing that I actually found out is that if you're shield surfing, you can do other things at the same time, like shoot an arrow. So
Oh, really?
that just invites more exploration and people to just keep trying stuff. So it's super cool.
Yeah, I got fire arrow now. Such a cool
So
stuff.
I know during the video we showed right at the beginning of the day, we showed Link swimming, but I can't remember here. So what is?
Look at this.
Charge shot, what?
Chico wants to blow a tree up.
Set more things on fire.
Oops, I was too hard.
Yeah, I think you can leave.
Chico's insane.
You are such a force of destruction.
I think we just found out
I'm just
that
trying
it
out
might
my
be an
new
evil trait.
stuff.
Might be.
Okay.
Look, I just want to murder everything. Leave me alone.
Yeah, Chico likes
I got new toys to murder stuff. Go away.
And I just wanted to try it out. Leave me alone.
Oh god, Chico, you're the best.
So usually when there's a waterfall, you know
Zelda
something
1.
is gonna be there.
I love that reaction. Look, I just want to kill and try everything, okay? Fuck off.
I'm just gonna try not to go too far.
Oh.
Yeah, this is the new Metroid, Zelda.
Yeah, hopefully. People,
Hey, secret
people
cave.
Playing the demo here, hopefully don't go jumping off cliffs thinking they can activate the
Yeah,
paragliding.
this is just for the treehouse life. Look at this.
I'm guessing you can't go through the waterfall,
Nice.
because that would be too easy a secret not to check.
Haha.
Oh,
This
wow.
is actually a really good trove. So, I mean, we were talking about that earlier. There's little stuff everywhere. So, I mean, you might look behind it in a little nook and cranny that looks suspicious, and sometimes you might find an awesome trove like this that has tons of treasure chests. But sometimes you might find some apples or some acorns or something like that.
Yeah, so
All
Chico has a very
valuable
fuck off
stuff.
nerd voice to her.
Sort of looking around and see something suspicious, and they're like, "Oh, why did I come into this corner?" There's just stuff everywhere, and it's all useful. I don't think we're talking about all about it in this segment, but we'll probably go into some of the details of how you use ingredients and stuff later on.
It's funny, honestly, sometimes in the middle of a hard battle, an apple is the most valuable treasure
I
you've
know,
got. You're
I
like,
know.
1 second, I have to eat this. Give me a second.
More fire arrows. That's the last thing we need to give Chico.
Oh god, you're right.
You may be
So,
geared up to.
Speaking of, fire arrow, maybe I can go back to the treehouse and burn it.
Oh no.
Wow, Chico, what?
Wait, are you talking about the real treehouse?
Yeah, not our actual
no,
treehouse.
not
Okay.
We got time.
The Republicans might be in for a bad day.
I'm wasting it.
Yeah,
Oh,
those are the.
I'm not
Yeah,
wasting
those are
it
little
anymore.
guys.
That did look really cool, though.
That's probably the right weapon to use if you really want to damage an enemy that's made out of ice. I would imagine fire arrows
Oh yeah.
are probably the thing to do.
But if you use them all here, we can't go burn stuff later.
That's
so
right. That's how.
Yeah, this is how you do a demo. You have a person that plays video games play the video game and tell everyone, fuck you, I'm having fun.
Yeah, that's.
Look at that moon.
Hey, wait, double check your map. I actually.
What,
Oh yeah,
what,
no. I was trying to remember where you stuck that.
Oh
yeah.
my god, this place looks huge.
So yeah, we did. I think you were starting to say this earlier, Sam. That you can. We saw Link jumping in the water earlier. That was
What the
actually,
hell?
Temperate water.
Yeah.
This is a frozen mountain lake. You're gonna die.
I am not dying.
Get that
I am
apple.
not.
Eat that steak. Eat that steak while you're unconscious.
You took the cheese.
Oh God.
Yeah, the guy playing Pokemon was kind of bad. This is actually really good and exciting and fun.
Oh wow, you got a Korok leaf out of it. That's good.
That shows.
I will say I love playing with Chico. I actually watched her shoot a butterfly with an arrow once.
Really?
Yeah.
That really
I didn't
should.
know
Chico, you're a monster.
I pull that off.
And there,
Shouldn't be allowed
so
to do
I
that.
had to try it.
That's impressive.
He told me he can do it, so I had to try and make sure I can do it too.
Your little explosive demonstration back there, though, we should call out that, obviously that tree fell down because it was in a destruction zone. You see trees, I mean, you can damage them. I think when people saw the trailer and there was that sort of sequence of Link knocking a tree to cross a chasm.
Yeah, they're gonna have to fix durability because wow, it does seem really finicky.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he's back. He's got his head.
Get his arm.
I will.
Actually, let's see if we can take a closer look at one of the arms once they're.
Oh.
Yeah, there's one in front of me there.
Oh, he's putting. Chico, what I want you to do is take his arm and then beat him with it.
It's alright. Oh, there, grab that one. Oh wait, he took it.
No. Oh, grab it. Yes.
Nice.
This is so
No, I
gross.
can't. So I have to.
You do
I
too many
already have
things.
enough.
Maybe ditch a
weapons. So
Yeah, I'm really hoping there's something like a repair powder or a whetstone.
Wait.
Because there is because durability looks like it's slowing this game down a lot.
Why? Are you saying I'm?
There it is.
Well, I have a rudimentary intelligence.
Wait.
Nice.
There you go.
got it.
Did I take it?
Yeah,
yeah,
you
yeah,
did.
you got it.
So we gotta equip that for a second, I think, just to show it off because it's so creepy.
It's really creepy.
You can beat people with their own arm. Yes, this is great.
There you go.
God, you see his own arm.
That guy too. That's right.
It really is fun experimenting with things
Look
that
at
you
that,
maybe
it's
don't
still
think
moving
of as
on the
weapons,
ground,
but
too.
they
Yep.
do the job.
Yeah, I mean, we already showed it obviously in
hands.
Mr. Random's segment, but going out of that cave and instead of being handed a sword by an old man, getting a crappy tree branch.
Savage.
Oh.
I'd imagine durability is low for the arm because it's a fucking magical zombie arm. The bow, though, yeah, the bow feels really flimsy.
If I saw that dude, I wouldn't fight him. Got like a moving severed arm on his back.
So we've got a little bit of time left. We'll see if we can check out that tree fort before we wrap up.
Oh my god, this is awesome.
I'm psyched to see this.
Why is Nintendo winning?
Ride the waterfall.
There was so much failure this E3 and then Nintendo won.
That one, it's dramatic.
There's no way they have the range over here. You can just bomb them.
I like the word epic. I thought it was an epic ending.
Don't say the word epic. God damn it.
That's right, you got a spare bow. That bow is better anyways. They got better tech than you. Oh, they have
It's
no
a straight
idea.
shot! There we go.
Whoa.
You can't set the tree on fire. Sorry, crazy lady.
A little low. Compensate for the wind shear.
Ha.
Oh. Oh, he shot back.
Huh?
Man, Chico's really good at this. Holy shit.
All right. Well, that's I think about all the time that we've got here today. But we'll leave
No!
those macabre
No! Play more!
We'll let
The
everybody
game
know.
looks fun!
But thanks, guys, for swinging by and doing some
The
exploring.
game looks
Please
good! Play
we'll
more!
be right back with some Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I'm not sure I can even say what we're gonna do next, but please stay tuned. We'll be right back. Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Oh, her name is Shiko. Okay. It sounded like they were saying Chico, and I was very confused. I thought you said Chico. No, I thought it was Chico. Chico would make more sense since it sounds a little bit more appropriate, but I don't know her name, so. All right, let's see what's on a Twitch stream. No, Zelda director, you fucking idiot. I'm so bad at Google. Aonuma is who I'm thinking of. Okay. Ah, fuck. Who was the guy that made Black and White? Shit. Waluigi amiibo? Really? That sounds great. Peter Molyneux is who I'm thinking of. I think it is Chico. I'm just imagining fucking I'm just imagining Chico as what's her face from Peace Walkers is like, this is having fun. I'm having fun murdering people. Fuck off. Chico was a delight for this E3. I'm glad she was the one that demoed this. Also, Tekken gameplay. Hello.
When is this coming out? I'm sorry, I'm like jumping to that, but I just want to play.
No, of course. Yeah, unfortunately, we got to wait until 2017.
Oh!
Oh no, this isn't Tekken. This is.
Yeah, but it's gonna.
Oh,
be, like
this
saying,
isn't
there's,
Tekken.
Bigger roster of characters. This whole.
Ew.
Stuff is gonna be so exciting. And
Ew.
Another great opportunity is, with the first Injustice, there's always characters.
I made a mistake by tuning into this stream.
And a bunch of angry people that characters didn't get into the game. So a lot of it is satisfying those people, wanted to see Injustice, wanted to see Super.
Yeah, comic book fans in particular can be pretty vocal when they are not listening.
This is the superhero fighting game that I can never remember the name of because it's garbage.
No, absolutely. People care, and these games, of course, there are fans of just Injustice.
Injustice, thank you.
The comic book Injustice has really taken off, and fans just love the setting, like the story that the first game brought.
Oh, it was fantastic. It was such a great kind of summary of the events leading up to the first game. That's what was so cool about it. He's really has anger issues.
Like you said, I love that idea that you guys.
Should I just change it back to the to the Nintendo music and then play some SNES games? Because this is Injustice, and it's Injustice, and it's not interesting.
All kind of assembled, and a story that kind of gives them a reason to want to beat the crap out of each other.
Yeah. So, are there
change it to
changes
anything else.
The combo system or like the mechanics? I'm sure you guys.
His name is atrocious, really.
Yeah, we're always refining it. We every game we really want to add nuance.
Oh, E3.
Can be appreciated by
Wow. Oh, here we go. There's stuff.
And I know over the last couple segments, folks have seen some really interesting locations from Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, kind of off in the distance. But in this segment, Audrey, you're actually going to take us into a couple of the shrines that
we're going to get up close and personal.
Oh, more stuff!
Right. So,
but it's not Chico!
Starting up here
God damn it! Bring back Chico!
It's really tall. I don't know if you can tell, but it's really tall. But that's great because it gives me a good vantage point for the entire Great Plateau, which is pretty, but that's not what we're here to look at. We're here to get some shrines. So, while I'm up here, I'm going to actually, pull out my Sheikah slate and my scope and try and place some pins so I know exactly where I'm going to go. This is going to be super handy because this is just the starting area, but it's huge. And I tend to wander. I'm a known wanderer, so I need these pins to kind of help get me back on track whenever I go after some bokoblins that I probably shouldn't have.
So I wonder if we could pop into the map for a second and just show folks exactly what the distance is between these two shrines.
Yeah, so those two shrines
I'm up here, so I made them look pretty close together, but they're actually pretty far apart. So those pins are going to come in handy. There's my first shrine, and I'm not supposed to have this yet, but I do. So
You've had the glider. What are you talking about? Have you been watching the demo? The glider's just kind of built in.
It's so satisfying to use
So
the paraglider.
satisfying. I'm going to try and not run out of stamina. That would be kind of bad. Let's do this, Link. We're ready. Come on, I can make it. Almost. Okay, that's pretty close, though.
Nice.
That's pretty good. Now, we're gonna go and see what this shrine is all about.
I think the thing that's bugging me about this player is that she's kind of upplaying a lot of the things when Chico already pretty much showed off all the cool things.
If you beat the challenges in the first 4 shrines, you'll get something, which we'll see when we get in at the end of this shrine, and you can exchange that for the paraglider, which I already have because I just wanted to play around with it. But normally you're gonna have to actually go through the trials to get it. And in the game at large, again, I'm not gonna spoil anything for anyone, but it plays a larger part in the other game.
All right, so now we're gonna see how they do temples. This will be interesting.
My Sheikah Slate, it verified that I am the hero, so I'm gonna be able to get inside here.
And worth mentioning too, you just mentioned 4 shrines that have a special significance, but there are actually over 100 shrines in this world. There are loads of them to find and loads more goodies to.
100 dungeons?
And dungeons.
Please tell me that's not real, because that's actually a red flag to me.
Thinking about how people might approach playing this game when they first head out in the plateau, depending on which direction they head, what they end up doing. These might not be the first 2 that folks run into when they're playing the game, but these are definitely 2 that give you a really nice introduction to what the shrines are all about.
It's just like you said, we're calling them the first 2 shrines. That's because they're the first 2 you probably should go to, but this game is really all about freedom and exploration. You can do anything pretty much in any order that you want, but
actually, can we take a look kind of like up and around, because it's such a cool space.
Legend of Zelda Scrolls.
It is really pretty.
All kinds of shiny lights.
Actually, the entry to our booth looks just like this.
Oh,
and it's
the
so
booth is
cool
gorgeous.
to see it recreated.
It's really cool what they did with the constellation motif.
Looks like some metal.
Yeah, that's cool assets, cool story, bro. Play the game.
But anybody who's been playing Zelda knows, if you see something that looks like you should be able to interact with it yet, but you can't, you wait. You just wait. Now, what I just did is I found this little platform here, and I put my Sheikah Slate in it, and that's going to actually update my Sheikah Slate with a brand new rune ability. Rune abilities allow Link to do all kinds of different cool things, not just in shrines, not just in dungeons, but all around the world. You can solve
I cried on your tablet, sorry.
You can do all kinds of things. This one here we just got is the Magnesis rune, and just like it probably sounds, it's going to let us actually have a magnet.
Wait, didn't we already have the magnet in Chico's run?
We're going to have some fun with this.
I gotta say, after seeing this, updating my devices feels kind of lackluster, honestly. Agreeing to a terms of service agreement just doesn't have the same flair as that.
Why don't you let me do stuff?
It's like the Sheikah Slate allowed you to entry into here. Now you got all these special powers on it too. It's like the multi-passes of multi-passes.
Yeah, I want to be able to put my phone down and just have this magic
Okay.
update process happen.
As you can see here, I've activated the ability using L, and
They cheated themselves to all the tools. Yeah, that's what you should do in a demo. You should have all the tools.
Plays that I couldn't do anything with. Boom! Now I'm just throwing them around like they're nothing. The power. Link is drunk with power. Or maybe that's just me. So I got those out of the way. Now, boom! I can actually enter this shrine and see what's going on.
At least the dungeon design looks a bit more organic. When I say organic, I mean natural.
And this is just, again, we've already looked around, but this is
Maybe organic's not the term I'm looking for. Seamless is what I'm looking for. Because in old games, you would... In old games of Zelda, you would go through that room and then go through a transition to get to that sewer system, and then go through another transition to get to here. This actually feels fluid.
So, can you talk a bit more about how it is that you're controlling this power?
So I'm using, like I said, I activated the ability with L, and I can actually use the control stick to move the thing that I've grabbed around. And I'm gonna use this metal block to block this guy's attack. This guy's actually really powerful. He could do.
You have a sword. Just use that. Come on, man.
I can actually. Oh no, I need you. I'm not done with you. I'm gonna push you in the water. Yeah, you don't like that, do you?
Oh, that was actually kind of clever. Okay.
That's what I think of him.
Good job. That was actually smart.
It's interesting that that's one way you could deal with that enemy, but
I would have just busted out my sword and stabbed at it because that's what you do in a Zelda game, but that was clever.
It's all about. The way I play is not the way that anybody else that I've seen play is going to play, really. It's just all about choice and freedom. So, again, we've walked across this metal slate here, but that's not going to help me get across this big, big gap. So, we're going to have to use our puzzle-solving abilities. And again, I'm going to lift up this metal slate and create a little bridge for myself. Oh, gently, gently, boom. Now we can get across. And
there's so many people on Twitter criticizing the new Zelda now. I'm just like, come on, man, it's fun. Enjoy fun.
Come to me, Treasure.
Though I will say I don't like this demo player. She's like a bad LP'er. I should know because I am one.
Yay, got a bow.
And actually, one thing that folks might have been wondering when we solved that puzzle to get across that gap is maybe why we didn't just climb that wall. Why is that a problem for us? But the structure of the shrines makes climbing around a little tricky.
That's true. They knew that we would be trying climbing everything, so a lot of these walls are really smooth.
You used a magnet. Puzzle solved.
That's why he's gonna have to. Hey, I told you to open. Stay open.
She's trying to be funny. Yeah, it's not really working though.
So,
if we're being quite frank.
It's to the end of this dungeon, and look, it's a mysterious.
It's better to be charming than funny, in my opinion.
And you may have noticed there was a mysterious voice speaking to us at the beginning of the shrine.
They have too much time to fill in only so much game. Yeah, that's true.
Set up this trial, and he's been
I just feel like it felt a little bit more organic with Chico and more fun with Bill Trinan. Because Bill Trinan was like, alright, I got 10 minutes to fill with this demo. I'm going to explode a steak. This gal seems kind of... This gal seems just kind of very milquetoast. Very basic. Doesn't really have much going for her. I do appreciate that they're showing us new content, but
he's telling me that he's the one who set up this trial, basically, and to reward me for solving it, not only do I get this cool Magnesis rune, he's actually going to give me a spirit orb. The spirit orb, if I collect 4 of them, it's what I can exchange to the old man for the paraglider.
Behold the orb.
As I said,
is that an orb or a ball of water?
The other shrines, and they serve a different purpose in the full game.
Oh my god, I have heartburn.
It's okay, Link.
Link looked a little bit untrustworthy. He's like, what is this?
It's not every day.
We have to collect the 100 chaos orbs. No. Please don't make it 100 trials like you said.
Seriously dedicated.
That sounds awful.
Very, very flexible.
I think the work that the developers did to really build the atmosphere in the shrines is amazing. There's just such a...
I really hope it's not 100 shrines, because I'm just...
Oh, yeah,
I just see a bunch of warnings flying in my head. This is the Triforce Hunt on crack.
You know me so well, Sam.
Well, now we've got it. We should try it out. See
It's true. It would be a disservice to the Magnesis room to not cause intense mayhem to everyone who crosses our path.
Seems fair.
So let's do just that. All right. So now I've exited the shrine, but I'm a new Link. I've got new abilities.
So
you really don't have new abilities. You just got a big magnet.
Chico just did, and before she couldn't open it, but Audrey is actually gonna.
The orb was called Courage, so maybe only 3 probably. Hopefully. But they said 100 shrines. So I'm just... I'm like, ugh.
Dungeons, the world at large. Treasure. They are for treasure. So I fished out 1 treasure chest. I'm just going treasure fishing, you know, doing what I do. Oh yeah.
I like this type of fishing.
Ooh, it's the best type of fishing.
So you missed interesting stuff. You missed a really good player of this game. You missed Zelda looking fucking awesome. You also missed me freaking out over 100 trials.
A whole new way to look at the world. Wow. And now you're not treasure. Get out of my face. I don't need you.
Yeah, this is this is Nintendo's treehouse.
Really decorative, like it was.
Oh, they brought back the magnet glove.
It's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I was harsh on it.
Cool.
It's also a lot more interesting. You might want to move your mic a little bit closer.
There's all this intricate detail
There you go.
as well. just so gorgeous.
It's really, really.
I'm glad Aisha Tyler didn't try to meme this E3. Did you see her necklace refineries? Because her necklace said girl would. She owns that meme now.
It looks really good.
Yeah, this Zelda looks great. And I'm seeing people complain about the most trivial things.
Does it have like the upgrade system like Skyward Sword?
It's replacing that with a crafting system akin to Don't Starve.
Actually, Teresa mentioned that earlier, and I
You could take A, B, and C to make D.
during that earlier segment.
Oh, okay.
Now we actually get to show the skill. It's really cool. So again, it's like anything in the environment is interactable, and it's just so much fun, and it's so gratifying to just explore every nook and cranny and just try everything
and break junk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found it's really interesting comparing notes with people.
They gave a run. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Link can run, Link can jump, he could tag people, he could sneak up and then kill them. This is basically Metal Gear Solid Zelda.
Everyone's gonna play a little differently, but hello, old friend. This is my good friend Boldy.
Oh god, woman, don't try to be funny. Chico was better than you.
Oh yes, we're gonna cause some mayhem. Luckily, as you can see, I told you I have a tendency to wander, and good thing I have that pin on this map because otherwise I would just run around.
Oh yeah, somebody in chat mentioned, Link has witch time now?
I kind of have a kingdom to save,
Okay.
so that maybe is not the best idea. So, instead...
Oh, I want to see. I would like to see the sword play.
Friends. I'm gonna go say hi to my
It's Zelda swordplay. Aside from the witch time dodge, there's not really much to it.
peaceful and cute. Wow. Now you're dead. Oh no! I deserved that. That's the worst part. You know what? You know
Just use the sword, lady. There you go.
You let me down, Boldy. It's over between us.
Does it still have like the counters and stuff?
Yeah, it has counter, it has slash, it has dive attack, it has executions, and then you have witch time. And witch time is pretty great.
If you wanted to, you really could carry that boulder with you on all of your adventures. It could be a beautiful buddy comedy. But I mean, if that's how you want to play.
So when are we gonna see the boulder-only Let's Play of Zelda Wildlife?
Hello, guys.
Oh, there's a lot of firepower.
This game does not have rupees, Ghost Dad. That's the one thing someone on Twitter noticed. You don't get heart drops, you don't get rupee drops. You live off the land. There's no market economy, there's no bourgeoisie.
Oh, so you like eat food instead of get heart drops?
Yeah, you have to eat, you have to cook, you have to hunt, you have to kill. Also, you missed Bill Trinan blowing up a steak because he was bored.
I'm sorry, I promised to mess with a whole bunch of other different kinds of enemies.
Yeah, it really is interesting because it definitely seems like this is more of a post-apocalyptic Zelda rather than a regular-ass Zelda. Has that kind of Shadow of the Colossus feel, and it's really interesting at this point.
Yes, give him a bit of a break. Alright, so now I've made my way.
And yes, I am using Shadow of the Colossus as a buzzword because that's how this feels.
Big labyrinth, and as you can see, there are a lot of suspicious-looking rocks.
The Dark Souls of Zelda.
Oh, hello. Hello.
This is the Bayonetta of Zelda.
Alright, now one of them has come alive.
This is a big enemy.
And I will tell you, yes, from that's not a good light. Experience, that guy's
Thanks, Nintendo, you just sold an NX. So, funny story, Ghost Dad. This is actually going to be ported to the Wii U. Oh, there's temporary HP in this game. That's cool, actually.
Oh, wow.
So basically, I could break this game over my goddamn knee.
ways to go about everything. I tend to go for the stupidest way possible. It's not stupid.
There's no stupid way possible to stab the robot.
You're not a gamer if you don't try to make it difficult on yourself.
Okay, it's okay. Now I'm trying to use this guy's firepower to break the boulder.
Oh, I see what she's doing, but that's not gonna work because it's obstructed. Oh, hey, it worked. And it killed you!
Suddenly.
I think the rocks are gone.
The rocks are gone. It's okay.
And everything's on fire.
I'm not scared. I'm just hurrying. I'm in a hurry. So,
Jabage?
shall we say, well, the smarter way to do that would have been to sneak around and climb up that wall. That would have been
Twilight Princess was originally a GameCube game, and we all know how that turned out.
So let's
Well, Twilight Princess was bumped
away from
up,
that
right?
very angry guard
Yeah, it went from GameCube to Wii. This is getting bumped down, which is making it more accessible instead of having to buy a new system, which is good in my opinion.
You can set your own difficulty level, so you could actually try and defeat that guy. Maybe you'll be
But that's
able
just
to,
my
but
opinion, and
it's
a
probably
lot of
better
people have
idea
said
to
my
go
opinion's
get more
trash, so.
better equipment. But it's really your choice if you want to try and tackle the more difficult enemies or wait.
Bring
until
back
that's
Chico.
finished.
She
So
was
it's
better.
up to you.
I kind of made the mistake when I first started playing of just feeling so like carried by the spirit of adventure that I had my stick and I ran off into the distance and I ran into those when I was not at all prepared and it didn't go well.
I think we all did that.
I learned a lesson though. A very valuable life lesson.
Learn from our mistakes.
Yeah, these micro dungeons, I'm not really feeling them, honestly.
Dude, we know.
They feel more like challenge missions than, you know, content.
Because Link wants the thing.
He wants it. He does. So, here's another really cool shrine, and this
Well,
one
Lloyd says fucking
is gonna
bomb
give
trial,
us
so.
the bomb rune.
Yeah, the last one was the magnet trial, and it was only like
It's gonna be pretty cool.
2 or 3 challenges.
As you've noticed with these first two shrines, they give you they're kind of shorter. They give you a primer on.
I mean, they're meant to kind of, you know, introduce you to things, but like, I want an actual dungeon, you know?
Progress in the game, it's going to get a lot more complicated, the puzzles you solve and the things you do using these different runes. So enjoy the simplicity.
Are there,
Trust me. We've got our bombs.
Are there,
We've got 2 different kinds of bombs here.
dungeons?
We've got a cubic bomb.
We don't know. We've only seen these micro dungeons.
So, I pulled out a spherical bomb here, and we're on a flat surface, so it doesn't make much of a difference, but that's actually going to roll. And
Cool art
that's
from
gonna open up
Numibata.
some possibilities, which we're going to show off in a bit.
That's interesting, drawing folks' attention to the fact that you were able to detonate that whenever you were ready, so it gives you a
Yes.
maybe rolling them down a surface and you want to make
That's
sure they detonate
awesome.
just the right moment. You can be really precise.
Fucking Bill Trinan is the best.
And there's no limit to the number of bombs you have. You just have that gauge that you just have to wait to refresh, but the bombs are limitless.
Gives you a chance to experiment.
Exactly.
That's very true. And I just got a treasure chest using my handy bomb.
Bombs are limitless, okay?
It's so sad.
Yeah, but your weapons have durability.
Just make sure that you're at a good distance
Like
when
your
you
sword?
detonate it because,
Mhm.
you know, fun fact, Link can explode. You probably don't want that.
So you just have to, like,
Probably not,
prepare it.
especially after that encounter with the Guardian. That's very similar to the BMOs of past games.
Might be a little low on food now.
Now we're on a moving platform here, and I don't think my spherical bomb is going to do so well here. So I actually changed to a cubic bomb, and I'm going to just get out of the way here because I want that to.
Yeah, the square bomb is something I kind of wish that they thought of way earlier in the series, because that opens up a lot of cool things.
What is the difference between square bomb and the...
Square bomb doesn't roll, so you could just leave it and not worry about it sliding off into fucking somewhere.
You might find some that are more combat focused, some that are small. Some that
Also, the bombs are remote. You don't have a timer anymore.
Oh, you just detonate them wherever?
Yeah, that's another nice little trick to it. They said that they were introducing technology to Zelda, and it's really cool because of it.
So I'm going to drop this bomb down there. I love how this looks like a theme park. Yes, so good. All theme parks should have explosives.
And actually, in the distance there, we can see you're being watched.
Oh yeah, I see. So I'll be there in a second, dude. I've got stuff to do. So
What's this about being watched? Is Bill Trinan disappointed you're not exploding steaks?
Park. We're about to go for a ride. Oh.
No whiplash.
Aww.
Yes. There are probably
Well, that's a neat little puzzle.
But no, there aren't. That's the way to get that treasure chest.
And I can't imagine a way that's more fun, really, than just getting
And I got a really
This is kind of neat, actually. Also, you're gonna say something?
Soldier's bow.
Talking about earlier where
Is that a new bow?
there's a lot of
There's a wide variety of bows since there's a durability and a crafting system now. You have basic bow, bokoblin bow, soldier bow, hero bow.
number of shrines that are on here.
Got all the bows all the time.
Like how many temples there are in Japan. So it's really interesting.
Why did you detonate that?
Comparison.
But it's definitely cool having all these sacred sites all over the world to find. And I've actually
Yeah, the weird part is this is that it actually feels like alien technology. Well, not alien so much as a different tier of technology, and it looks cool.
Ancient aliens.
Aliens, man. Fucking aliens. It's like magnets, man.
Mother. So we finally made it to the end here. I'm sorry about blowing up.
I like the new look of the elders in this game too. They look really neat.
I think he understands though. He's an understanding guy.
He's got that smirk on his
That
face,
effect
like
is
I
really
know,
nice.
I know
Mhm.
what you've done.
Back in his day, he would have done the same thing.
What if Ganondorf was an alien this whole time?
Oh, we should
Whoa.
also talk about like the difference between
What do spirit orbs
dungeons and
do?
shrines because they're not
I got the feeling that's gonna be a Triforce hunt.
Supplementary to dungeons. I don't want to give away too much, but yeah.
And I'm worried that they said there would be hundreds of these micro dungeons. So, 100 collectibles.
But yes, there are dungeons in the sense that Zelda fans are used to. Exactly.
Okay, good. There's actual dungeons in this game.
Got our spirit orb.
So they say.
Oh, it's called Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild?
Yes.
That's a good
So I used myself to
Definitely feels like a game that boasts 100 hours of gameplay, and if you were to LP it, you would parse it down to 30, because a lot of it's probably going to be travel and maintenance.
That's always a good idea.
or try where Chico didn't succeed at rolling out some bokoblin cans.
You know I'm always game to blow up bokoblin.
Well, you better get like warmed up with your Xenoblade X.
I should.
Let's play.
Nice.
Oh man, Xenoblex. Xenoblex is a game that I like from a atmosphere, story, and design standpoint. The gameplay fucking puts me to sleep, which is sad because it's giant fighting robots.
Yeah, but it's like
I don't want to be your friend. You're not very
It's MMO gameplay, which really just puts me to sleep.
Wrapping this up. I think that's about all the time we've got. So thank you both of you for coming by and
That makes me sad.
folks who are watching, please stay tuned. In a few minutes, we're going to be coming back with a look at weapons and combat in more detail. So we'll be right back. Please don't go anywhere. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hey.
All right.
Wow, they're fucking like taking this game apart.
Yeah, they're you know, actually demoing the game.
Yeah, just like what Reggie said. Play the game.
Speaking of play the game, since we have a little bit of free time, I'm gonna play a game myself.
Play Ogre Battle.
No, Ogre Battle was a bad idea. What ROMs do I have?
There's this I almost called it Skyrim. Does fucking Legend of Zelda have volumetric god rays?
Sadly, no. Where's Goemon? I know I have Goemon here. I don't have Goemon Legend of the It's L. Here you go, Legend of the Mystical Ninja.
So I played the Resident Evil 7 demo last night.
I heard. How'd it go?
Outlast 1.5, pretty much. It depends on where it goes, really. I mean,
I don't know how that. I don't have any context to that.
it's a first-person horror game so far, but I don't know if that's just the teaser. I have no idea.
It's probably just a teaser. They probably didn't want to show you too much.
Like you can there's apparently secrets in the teaser. Like you can like take apart items that you find.
Oh, that's kind of interesting.
There's like another room, another way to go. There's a fuse box. There's
I'm gonna beat people up with a pipe while we wait.
it's River City Ransom, Feudal Japan edition.
Oh man, I fucking miss Goemon, dude. This was a dumb and fun IP that needs to be used more.
But here's the thing with like, if you were saying like our Resident Evil's ripping off PT, is that you get the when PT came out, everyone was like, "Oh my god, fucking PT, dude!" It's like it's not. It really isn't. It really was not anything special. Honestly, it really was not.
People are just looking for the new Silent Hill, and that's why they were so hyped for it.
They're grasping for straws. Really.
Kind of like how I was for. Fuck, what was the one that I was really excited for during? I know there was. Why do you hurt me like this, Ribberg?
Oh man. Ooh, I don't know what you're saying. What you're talking about?
What do you mean?
What game are you talking about?
Goemon the Mystical Ninja. I'm playing it right now on my stream while we wait for E3.
No, I know that, but like the game you were like.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to figure that out myself.
Okay. Yeah,
Like-
it's just. But I think. I don't know. I like a game made by. I just don't get the whole celebrity. Fine, you can do the Death Stranding weird nonsense thing. All like
Oh,
that,
Guillermo
that's
del
fine.
Toro.
Yeah, like I like it's not gonna be. It's gonna be something different. It's not gonna be Silent Hill. That's the thing.
Yeah, because it doesn't have the author or the other things. It's just Kojima and Guillermo going, let's make a horror movie.
I will say, Playable T, like PT was like, that was a cool thing for them to do. Just like, oh, there's this weird thing out. There's an interesting publicity stunt. That's like it. And nothing came from it. So, I guess Resident Evil going the
Oh,
same
here we
way
go.
is fine. And was back.
Hey, they brought Chico back. Hell yeah.
Zelda Breath of the Wild. For this segment, we're going to be focusing on some weapons and combat.
Yep. And before you go to
I really like
serious
that
battles, you
name.
always want to make sure you have enough stuff.
What, Chico?
So I'm going to rate this
No, Breath of the Wild.
Oh yeah, that's it's good given the context of what the game is.
Yeah. It sounds like a fucking like Western movie. Clint Eastwood in Breath of the Wild.
So Chico's raiding this place, picking up an axe.
At least I know breaking their base, so that's fine.
What are you doing not breaking?
I will say that
it?
sound
Okay.
effect
Bad.
made. Oh, you can have axes and shit.
Yep. There are axes, there are spears, there are hand axes.
That's just
This game is a lot of survivalist, but it doesn't feel tedious like in Ark or H1Z1.
You got a spear, otherwise known as a poking stick.
Big
You got all kinds of good stuff.
Yes. So each weapon have different type of movement and action, so you have to kind of know what.
Man, this conference going on for a while.
I mean, it's their own. It's the only thing that they said that they were gonna do. So hopefully they'll talk about it a lot.
I do like the fact that they said, yo, we actually got a new game now. Let's show it off live. Because we are confident.
Friends about you.
Enemies have health bars too.
You could turn. I believe you get that by scanning enemies.
Oh yeah, that was in like Wind Waker, but you had to get like a dumb mask.
Get him.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Watch out for the dude with the fire torch.
It might have been in fucking.
Show different one. How the axe moves.
Might have been.
Don't show the X. It's not a fun weapon.
But it's slower.
Yep. And then but the
slow.
attack range is bigger, so it's nice to try out. When
It
you're
probably hits like a fucking
greedy.
truck.
You're hungry
Greedy.
now.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Need some food.
Yeah, it's the woodsman's axe, so it doesn't. It's not meant for killing. It's meant for chopping.
Okay.
Ah, okay.
Think it is at its best with the full tummy.
Yeah, and then it looks like the
It kind of the axe kind of reminds me of the Monster Hunter moveset where you charge the attacks.
better range. And
I also like this fucking peasant build that Link's got going right now. He's got a farmer's pitchfork and a woodsman's axe.
That skewer that you ate gave
Does?
you the
Oh, yeah.
temporary hearts.
The Soldier Spear.
Which is sort of a new
Boko
wrinkle to-
shield.
Yeah. I think we're gonna talk about it a little bit later, I guess, about the cooking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I think so.
we're gonna keep that
You
a
can
secret
talk.
for now.
No, it's not secret, but you know, we can talk
Ed.
more about it. And maybe people already know that I like the meat, so I'm gonna take it with me.
Which game has the best battle music, and why is it
Well,
Wind
no,
Waker?
they no longer need it, so I'm just.
I don't know, honestly, because Wind Waker fucking killed it, yet no other game did it as well.
The fire on the torch.
Well, until the Triforce
The
Hunt.
suspicious thing over here.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
Suspicious light.
Even in the remake, it still feels like a drag.
Not in life, just in the game.
Just in the
And then everything else aside from that's like really,
Yes.
really good.
I will not do that.
Yeah, the Triforce Hunt is. Oh, we ran out of budget.
It seems like a good idea.
It's a good thing we made the ending first.
Yep. Switch it.
Puppet
Are they
Ganon, so
coming up
dumb.
Here they come.
I knew it. They do.
Fight those bees! Fuck those bees up!
No. Seriously.
Can you catch them in bottles?
Oh, there's fucking broadswords in this game now.
Two-handed broadsword.
Oh, the
Yes.
great sword. Oh, well,
And
yeah.
I
I
can
mean,
get the
bigger on
honeydew
sword
there,
would be.
and then I can use that for cooking later.
I don't know, great sword.
Pretty thoughtful too.
And get some treasure.
Yep. So I was just using the two-handed sword now.
I do
so
really hope that
even
you
just
can
the
get like
sword, there's
special
like a
weapons though.
100 and a 200 one. And
I don't know about
special
special weapons, but this hot tip just came in. If you use the wolf amiibo, you apparently get you apparently get Wolf Link, and he acts like a DD from Metal Gear Solid 5.
I sacrifice them. I'm gonna make sure I get all the stuff.
God.
And the only reason that
Are you
all those
serious?
like item menu screen comes
It's
up
like
is
Link's
because that
even
was
got
the
like
first
the
time I picked up
fucking
that
venom
specific
snake
item. Once I picked up that
ponytail.
one,
Punished
second
Link.
time, it's not gonna show
Punished
up, so you
Link.
don't have to worry about seeing that over.
Welcome to the Legend of Zelda: The Phantom Pain.
Pick it up, but then you're done. You can see it in your menu if you want to, but
I actually like seeing
Legend of
that
Zelda:
when I
Breath
find
of
a new
Pain.
item because that way like, I know what the the damage level is, or what kind of things it is, how can I use it. So
Is
that's
there
good
like
information to know.
is there a
Right,
fucking
looks like there's
sniper
another
that you can get
goblin
too?
camp over there.
That would be pretty funny, but I don't think so.
on the poor bokoblins
You get
this time.
Stalfos Link from
Oh, you
Twilight
get-
Princess.
Enemy in this
You get
great
Sheik
plateau
when
area.
she's a
There
sniper.
are lots of other enemies to
And
mess
wears a
with
bikini.
in the world at large.
Yeah,
but
wears a
these guys
bikini.
are gonna get all of it for now.
And then maybe some of you noticed that on the
The rocket arm calling for Link.
purple thing,
Instead of screaming rocket punch, he just screams,
So when I move around, I make noise that moves a lot more. And if I walk around just like this, it makes even bigger movement. Oh, I moved too close. Oh,
Ooh, they're suspicious.
Yeah, there is audio cues in this game now. You could spook people with stealth. This is crazy.
To be a little more sneaky.
Oh, I
there's
see.
other
Yeah, there's a little
innocent
like meter for it
bokoblins,
actually.
enjoying
We're
their
not
evening.
innocent.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, there's a lot more technology in Zelda, and it's really interesting to see.
Horrible monsters.
This is another way to use a honeybee.
Oh my god, you could use the bees to spook the bokoblins. This is straight up Metal Gear Solid, dude.
And they don't like it. So when they see the bees, they actually go after it. Ah, sorry. I'm a little busy right now.
So it doesn't look like there's sword, axe, and spear so much as light weapon, heavy weapon, and a spear.
Oh, you got him though.
Because I noticed that the woodsman's axe has the same moveset as the claymore.
Break, so you want to make sure that you pick up enemy's weapons so you have enough stash for you to prepare for the next battle. And you can only have limited number
But
of
can you
weapons
repair
in
your
slots,
weapon?
like just
I
now,
believe you
I'm
can.
trying
They
to
haven't
figure out
shown
if
that
I
mechanic yet,
because
though.
I already have enough.
I'd imagine you have to
So
take it
that
back to
time
like an
I have to
outpost place and
decide,
use like
do I
a
want to
whetstone
keep
or a
the one I
tempering
have,
tool or
do I
something.
want to swap it to the one I just found. So I'm just gonna lose that one and get the another one.
A fire arrow.
Pick up the honeybee.
The cool thing is when you find
Use
a
the
new weapon too,
potlet
you can
for,
immediately see what the new stats are. So you can kind of decide
Yeah, you.
on the fly.
Oh, you
Is
missed the
better,
best
is
part
this
about this
worse,
game.
do I
There's
need
shield
it, do I
surfing in this
grab it?
game.
So-
Okay. And then also at nighttime,
What does that
daytime
mean?
and nighttime, the
You
weapon
use your
arms and the,
you use your
ankles
shield
and then the,
to sled.
enemies you see will be different.
Yeah, great.
So, oh, sunset firefly.
There's Death Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see if I see.
It's this weird, evil
Yeah.
looking castle thing.
Yeah, it looks so different too from where we were exploring earlier too. Oops. So now there's more.
Got some Stalbokoblin.
Ah, missed it.
Oh.
Headshot.
I like the fact that you're using it.
Headshot.
Yeah,
Whoa.
the other guy was waiting for the other guys to lose his head so he can take it.
They're so crafty. If they don't have a weapon, I'll just
Go back to
dig
the
up a rock
broadsword,
and
man. That
hurt
was
you.
awesome.
Anything to hurt you.
Yep.
Yes, the Bokoblin
I
arm.
know, that's your favorite.
This is
isn't
my
it?
favorite. I'm gonna make her equip it at some point.
Oh, they still have charge attacks.
Oh, he lost his head.
Sorry.
Let me see the hand crawling across the
I
ground.
know. Pick me up.
Ooh, the music for overworld combat sounds pretty nice.
Oh. So I'm using a spear, and then the movement is a little bit different. It kind of,
It's really fast.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
So when the enemy's having spear, it's much better to use
Yeah,
that
I
than
just kind of
the
hope 'cause
sword,
there's like,
of course.
there's probably a Master Sword. Let's be real.
They have shown the Master Sword. It is brittle, It is brittle and rusted to shit.
To equip the arm.
Oh, really?
Growing throwing it out
So I'm
there.
imagining that the quest of this game is gonna craft a
Naked.
new,
Oh,
yeah,
Naked
craft the
guy.
Master Sword.
Yay, look!
Audrey's favorite.
It's wiggling still. I'm sorry, I'm easily amused.
I hope there's a weapon tree for
all wiggly
monster
and
body parts, because
Yep.
that's fucking great.
Trying to, take something.
Terrifying.
I don't know.
It's a big fan of Link, you know. Okay, that's all I had to say. I just wanted to see the arm wiggle a little. Go
Trying
about
to
your
grab
business.
Link's ass.
So there's another.
You got a great ass there,
Pokemon
Link.
camp. This one looks a little bit different, so I want to kind of show how it looks from the front. If I can sneak up to them.
And again, this is one of those things, you know, as people are adventuring, people are exploring, everyone's kind of taking.
Wouldn't it be something hilarious if the overworld design was basically one-to-one the first Zelda game?
There's different ways to do this. And
Wasn't that what people were saying?
I was making mention of that. I don't know if that was more common discussion or not.
How things are set up here.
Oh, he's got the little fucking parachute. Great.
You're gonna take their steak
Yep.
too.
Come to them later.
It's kind of a necessity in games like this,
They actually go to sleep at night.
because it's better to just go. It's better to just glide somewhere than have to go around the whole mountain path.
Pick up their meat.
It's the wingsuit
Steal their
from
weapons
Far
and
Cry.
their food while they're sleeping.
Well, to be fair, we've had that already with the
So it looks
Deku
like
Leaf
a
and the
Yeah.
and the princess's
what do you call it,
pretty
like
parachute.
Yeah, they've got a skull house.
Skull house,
You know,
yeah.
to each their own. It's okay.
There's a big sitcom in the 80s. Skull House.
And then the
Shooter.
I don't know if I mentioned it, but did I?
Careful.
Oops.
Well,
I should have done it right. I'm gonna hide it. I'm gonna hide it so they're not gonna notice.
Headshot.
They're
I'm gonna hide.
suspicious, but
They're suspicious.
you can't fool that guy
Oh,
though.
that's right.
He knows what's up. Yes.
The fucking zombie arm is amazing.
Nothing is happening. Go to sleep.
Go to sleep. La la la.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
What is that?
Nothing to see here.
What is that shadow?
So it looks like there's a explosive in there too. Oops.
Oh, that's just the
You're
mountain.
gonna let them sleep
Wow.
peacefully, right?
Yes.
Right?
I thought that was an enemy approaching.
I made a mistake.
I alerted them, and
Oh no, it didn't work, didn't it?
Okay, they're suspicious, but they're okay.
Oh.
What's she trying to do?
This right now.
I think she's trying to set the place on
Let's
fire.
not find another way to blow them up. Just get right in there. Oh,
There you go. Wow.
there were big
Oh, I see what she was trying to do. She was trying to use the lamps to activate the explosives.
Yeah.
That's pretty goddamn clever.
Oh well.
Hey, you got the explosion. That's what
Again,
counts.
there's multiple ways to solve the puzzles and then enemies.
It really is Metal Gear Solid 5, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was just doing it. I was intentionally making mistakes.
Thinking on the fly.
Yes.
And now you can steal their treasure.
Yes.
It's great.
Oh, see? So I got the new soldier's broadsword, which is 14 instead of 5.
Nice
So,
upgrade.
just seeing that screen really helped what I got. That will help. Oh, no, I can't take it.
This
So I
looks
have to
familiar.
change. Is it, Audrey, is it okay for me to leave
It's
the
okay. We had our
Oh,
fun.
ditch the club.
Guys, we are-
The club's worthless.
Yes. You can just stay there wiggling
Still
forever.
wiggling. I love it.
But yeah, the guy you killed was really powerful bokoblin, so he dropped a really powerful sword.
You got arrows for murder.
Don't sneeze on those arrows. You're gonna need those.
I do. Okay, I'm gonna go get the meat.
Look up at the stars in the sky. It's so
I know,
pretty.
isn't it pretty?
Really
So
pretty
peaceful.
at night. Yeah.
Those bokoblins just having nice dream.
There's a giant sword in the fucking ground, I guess.
Wait,
Now we're
where?
gonna go into the big sleep.
That giant slab that she's walking past, not gonna look at, probably.
Oh, that must have been one of the rusted sword that is just lying around.
Maybe a bomb arrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, did you? Oh.
Yes. Fireworks.
So, some people might really like to just jump into the battle and then try to kill them with a sword and stuff. But sometimes, like a person like me who's not good at battle, I just like to be sneaky and try to shoot like explosive at them and just
Get them from a distance.
ooh, they're bokoblins.
You want to
Fire.
exploit the fact that bokoblins seem to have an affinity for sleeping next to highly flammable barrels.
It's true.
I mean, it only makes sense.
Yes, it wasn't my fault.
They're maybe not the smartest monsters.
Oh, there's apple. It's always important to have enough food so you can restore your health.
Oh yeah, it looks
More
like there's
food,
just
the
a bunch of
better.
giant
Oh,
swords in the
bokoblin.
ground.
Oh, style bokoblin. Ah.
Get in there.
Or there's giant structures that look like giant swords, I guess.
I keep missing it because I'm just shit posting on Twitter.
Two different ones. There's the
Oh, the
farmer's
pitchfork.
Even pitchfork will be very helpful.
Gothic.
Oh yeah, pitchfork, right, let's
Where's
go.
the head? Where's the head?
I kind of wish you could upgrade the pitchfork and just be a piece of shit.
He's going to use his own arm. His friend's arm. Wait.
His own friend.
I know.
But you've used so many different kinds of weapons so far, and this is just a small sampling of the different kinds of weapons in the game. There's just so many different
So many, and you
kinds to
kind of
play
have to
with.
make a choice which one to take. Oh, these guys just there.
Yeah, this is one of the set pieces they showed in the demo. Do it.
The environment to wreak some havoc.
The hero's pitchfork.
Here we go.
It's away.
You missed! With a boulder!
Fine.
Oh yeah, this is the thing that was in the original reveal.
Nice.
That's better anyway.
Oh, the fucking like.
Yeah, the bullet time arrows.
Oh, careful. He was gloating.
Nice.
What a jerk.
So I love that move.
What
that
a
you can
kick
do
in the
when you're
balls for that boulder.
You can sort of stall time
Yeah,
with that.
So whenever you're trying to jump off from the higher cliff, try to use the arrow. Then you go into that mode where you can kind of slow down the time.
Also,
so you
man,
have
Twitter
better
really
time
is
to
showing that the
kind of
Zelda
concentrate
cycle
and try to
does
focus on
exist.
where to
The game's not even out and everybody's already hating this new Zelda.
Yeah, you can do that from really
Yeah.
high up too. and It's
Yeah.
pretty epic.
So as you might have noticed, that I use
Pretty
a lot
epic.
of bow and arrow, and
It's
sometimes I
new.
run out of my arrows. So what I do is actually try to pick up the ones my enemy dropped.
This is such a polarizing commentary here. You got Chico, who's really good at demonstrating random shit and having fun. Then you have this other gal who's just meme commentary central, and I'm just kind of groaning here.
I don't understand what she's wearing on her arms.
They're playing right into your
It's
hand.
some weird gothic aesthetic thing. I remember seeing Aaron's girlfriend wearing them when I used to watch Game Grumps for like the first month they were. What the? Okay.
Chico's going for pure.
Oh, sorry.
Substance, all style.
Sorry. Sometimes I just got a style on you, you know.
Kinds of ways to play this game.
On the way to here, I saw the Guardian, so I kind of want to be there, make sure I get there before our time runs out.
Anyone watching the previous segment, I told him what's what. Yep.
Did he?
By running really
Running
fast.
as fast as my stamina wheel would carry me.
I think he got the point though. He's pretty terrified.
Let me try it. Where is it? Where is it? Am I still far away?
There he is.
Yeah, the game looks good when it's in action, but I feel like all the downtime is probably going to be the big negative about it.
Well, it's an open world game, so yeah.
Yeah.
So we're entering a new area here.
That's the, I mean...
That one's
Eastern
not
Abbey.
Like, there are a lot of good ideas with the mechanics, and Nintendo so far seems like they've executed them quite well, but, yeah. I wish it was just 50% smaller.
Grumpy when he wakes up.
Again, there's always a way.
Your bow's gonna break.
Really? It will?
Oh.
Fine.
It's okay. You got what?
How much
5
did you get off of
damage?
them?
That's true.
There are You're gonna fucking fight this thing with an axe, really?
You scope him out.
Oh yeah, that's right. You should do that first.
Yeah, there are horses in this game, Ghost Dad and your buddy.
Analysis of his hit points.
You actually have to capture these horses, though. There are no opponents.
I don't know.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Yeah. So one other thing you can do with the weapon is actually you can throw the weapon like that.
You can throw the weapon 2 feet in front of you.
It'll give you a critical hit if you actually landed on them.
That is true. Yeah, I forgot to mention that.
Good way to get rid of weapons that are about to break.
But what I can do now is actually...
Oh my!
Speaking of freedom and weapons,
What?
This is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen anyone do.
Are you what? What is happening?
Are you fucking serious?
That's kind of awesome.
Right now. And I have food. Okay. Haha.
That was hilarious.
Oh, you're gonna have outfits too. Okay, great.
Yeah, and they actually have some purpose too. In the demo earlier, they were showing off thermal gear for when you go to the cold area. Basically, what happened is Chico threw an axe on the ground and was like, well, the axe is worthless, but if I use the magnet, I could just wail this axe in front of the enemy from range and have fun.
You don't even have a tree branch, Chico.
Wow, this Guardian's fucking you up.
Live to fight another day.
Don't you have another bow? Just use the other bow.
Running out of time.
Otherwise, we would have got him.
The world definitely wants to see Chico versus the Guardian. I know
Oh
that.
wow, throwing weapon just outright
I think we'll
breaks
have to
it.
stop there. Chico, thanks very much. Will we do more of this stuff? Audrey, thank you as well. Don't go anywhere. We're coming back with more Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. We're going to talk a little bit about Amiibo. So stick around.
Okay, so next is Amiibo. I'll turn this down a little bit. I'm liking how the new Zelda looks. It's looking really good. Though Amiibo's gonna be the new DLC.
I like how it looks too.
It's got a good design to it. In the meantime, I'm gonna play some ninjas. I wonder if that's all they're gonna show though, because Amiibo is just gonna be, you know, fucking Amiibos. Horosho. I wonder if anybody's ever LP'd this game. I'd imagine it'd be hard not to.
Well, yeah, it's a popular game. It's just gonna have day one.
No, I mean, Legend of Mystical Ninja.
Oh.
Easy to mistake, I know.
Yeah, really.
But yeah, it's definitely gonna have day one LPs. There's no fucking way it's not. The thing is, though, they haven't shown any big dungeons yet, which is something I was really hoping that they would do.
Maybe they'll show those soon?
Hopefully?
Oh, there's a Wario and Waluigi amiibo now.
Yep. There's also a Princess Daisy one.
And a Boo. And a Donkey Dong.
Oh, there's a Boo?
Yeah, there's a Boo one.
I might have to buy an amiibo now.
Oh, you didn't buy the gold Mega Man one?
Hell no. I only bought... Well, I bought a regular Mega Man one because it was like $2 at a fucking... pawn shop.
I'm gonna get that Wild Guns Reloaded.
Oh, shit. You're right. Oh, this guy's infinitely generating, and I lost my yo-yo. Oh, come back! There we go. God, There's a Squeenix conference. Is it going on right now? We could swap to that. Because the Nintendo conference has been going for 3 hours, but one of it was Pokemon. I wonder if we should just cut this here and go for the Square Enix conference if it's live right now.
Okay. Is that just...
Well, I don't even know if it's live or not. Somebody just mentioned there's a Squeenix conference.
Yeah, that's probably just talking about... Oh, man.
Yeah, I probably won't.
That's my, there's a Capcom one going up at 3, or 12 p.m. Pacific.
I don't know. I think in terms of streams, I might stop at Nintendo. Because, man, we've been going for a while. And this E3 is looking a little lackluster. I think I'll continue through the Nintendo Amiibo one and then we'll call it. Because it definitely seems like they're running out of content for the Zelda demo. Even though it's been a lot of content. It seems like they're almost ready for the next part, but taking their sweet time with it. No. No minigames.
Oh, Bill Trennan took his clothes off.
Yeah, Bill Trennan did a nude run of the demo. Bill Trennan did some hilarious stuff, honestly.
Someone already made a to-be-continued video of it.
Really? I kind of want to see it now.
I retweeted it, so...
Alright, hang on a second, I gotta load it up. Weird, I don't see the retweet.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3. I'm Sam, and I'm joined by my colleagues Bill and Chico. And during this segment, we're going to take a look at some of the amiibo functionality that folks can look forward to in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
That's right, so as...
Alright, let's talk about amiibos with Bill Trennan.
Zelda Twilight Princess with Wolf Link. Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD on Wii U came bundled with a Wolf Link amiibo, which you see right here. And at the time, we mentioned that the game would have, the amiibo would have functionality in Legend of Zelda for Wii U, then Wii U, now Breath of the Wild. And so we wanted to take the opportunity today to show you what the amiibo is going to do in-game. And so we want to start with a quick video just recapping how the amiibo functioned in Twilight Princess HD. So we're going to cut to that video really quickly and show you, if you recall, what it does there. But essentially the way that it worked in that video is you would enter the Cave of Shadows as Wolf Link when you tapped it in, and you would play the challenges in there, and you would complete the Cave of Shadows, and then you would tap the amiibo to the Wii U gamepad, and it would save the number of remaining hearts that you had after completing the Cave of Shadows to the Wolf Link amiibo. And so now what we want to do is we're going to actually tap this to the...
oh, can you train the wolf in Twilight Princess to be stronger in fucking Breath of the Wild? That would be
so as you see, you
weird.
Use, one of your runes there on the Sheikah Slate to give you access to the amiibo, and we tap it in, and oh, let's see. There, I heard a little. We have a slight tech. Oh, there we go.
Yep, there it is.
Little effect.
There's Diamond Dog.
What you see in Twilight Princess. Tapping the amiibo to the Wii U gamepad in Breath of the Wild will bring Wolf Link into the game as a partner character. So we've been showing you.
So I'm curious if there's partner characters in this game, will there be more than Wolf Link? Can you get like allies or other animal buddies?
Probably.
Of a Zelda game, you would normally see somebody like a Navi or, in the case of Twilight Princess, a Midna. In the case of Breath of the Wild, Link is generally exploring alone. And so if you do want that partner character...
Oh, it sounds like there's not going to be much partners.
Call Wolf Link in. Wolf Link does a variety of different things in the game, in addition to just kind of being a partner character that runs around with you. As you can see here, Wolf Link helps with combat. He will actually attack enemies and will help you fight them.
Yeah, he actually barks when he finds enemies for you too.
Yeah, it's really cute when he does. He kind of like hunkers down and growls a little bit.
If we put like a Link amiibo, do I get like the classic Link outfit?
That would be surreal. It's like my own clone.
Like, yeah, that's Link crouched down.
No, not as a partner. I get like the outfit.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, that seems like something they would do. Though I kind of like this outfit personally. Reminds me of the Wind Waker outfit.
What, like the pajamas?
Yeah. The one with the little lobster on your shirt.
Pajama only run. Let's go.
I was thinking of streaming that, but I wasn't getting any viewers, so I just kind of stopped about like halfway through Forest Temple.
No, he doesn't. Just the meat.
Everyone's played it already.
Yeah.
Also, just really fluid, really nice.
Kind of. I actually hear the chain a little bit.
And yeah, there's no Midna with Wolf Link, unfortunately. That would be too good. Also, there's a lizard. Kill it to get max HP.
Oh, there he goes.
Ah, sorry. Did it first.
There you go. He got that boar right there on the rump and took him down for you, Chico.
It's really impressive when you see, especially in combat with large groups of enemies. Wolflink is incredibly powerful. It's really interesting to see how he does.
Did I just hear Chico do a sarcastic wee?
Now we also have from the show floor here at E3, one of the things that we're showing, obviously we've got Amiibo on display here on the show floor. One of the things that we're showing is what the process is for creating Amiibo. It starts very, very simple.
Man, Wolf Link's fucking up these enemies.
3D printed model. Usually these are based off of some of the in-game models.
Yeah, that bomb jump for each week is what I'm hoping to see in this game.
In this case, Wolf Link started off with this very basic gray in-game model. And if you're able to get up close on that, you can see sort of the polygonal nature of the print here. I think perhaps a little bit later in the
Where'd
day,
the wolf go?
to show the full process.
Fucking killing everything in the background.
About 5 different steps in the creation process before we actually end up getting to the final model here.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think sometimes I don't appreciate how
The AI behavior of the wolf is pretty good as it runs away.
Looking at some characters from certain games, their physical structure might make it really challenging to
What's it doing?
I don't know. It ran away. Wolf, fly.
Have nice stability when you've actually got them, say, sitting on a
Damn it, Dee Dee.
That's right. And in fact, you start with this basic 3D model print, and then from there you have to refine the model itself, and then you get into sort of once you finalize that model, then you start to get into some test painting and things like that, and it becomes it's actually a very long process. It takes start to finish. It can take upwards of roughly 10 months to a year. From the very beginning of the Amiibo creation process until the actual product launches. So it actually is a long process, but one it's fun.
Oh, they're showing off the difference between the first model of the Amiibo to the finished one.
Yeah, he's talking about how they make them.
I thought they were actually talking about the game.
I also thought that they were talking about the in-game model for a minute.
Different test cases that they do along the way.
That's right.
It's like, yeah, well, most video game models start off, what is this boar doing? Kill this fucking hog.
They're trying. Chico's trying. Holy shit.
Of hearts that you saved in Twilight Princess, and he'll travel alongside you for the duration of your gameplay, and he'll do this until he loses all of his hearts. Fortunately, Chico is doing a good job here. And
You get your dog-shaped hero, buddy.
And so he hasn't taken a whole lot of damage yet. But once those hearts run out, then Wolf Link will disappear. And the next time, if you do want to play with him again, then you can wait 1 day in real-world time, not 1 day in in-game time, but 1 day in real-world time, and then you can tap Wolf Link to the gamepad again and call him back into Breath of the Wild. You need to get after those boars, Chico.
I know.
It's interesting what
Yeah.
a difference Wolf
You know, for the
makes
amiibo
because
demonstration of
you
this
have
game,
you
there's
kind
not
of
really
make
much
it really
amiibo
well built into the
demonstration.
game, and if you're starting out, he can really help cover your back for you as you're getting a feel for the gameplay.
He was right behind me. Jeez.
Uh-oh. Well, that's the other thing you can do is you can...
He killed me.
Yeah.
And he left the food for you too. It's very polite of him.
It's so kind of him that he
Eat the food,
takes
dog.
down the prey but does not eat the meat. He leaves that for you.
He loves me.
Now the other thing, of course, is if you do get separated from Wolf-Link, you can blow your you can blow a whistle or whistle to him and call him back to you. And you'll also, of course, he is a wolf. Oh, listen to that bark! I love it.
Yeah, that's the bark from Twilight Princess, Bill.
So good.
Come on.
Oh. So you can, if he runs off in a different direction, then you can whistle to him and he'll come right back to you.
God, there's so much in this game. Wow.
Things out as well.
Well,
Like, I thought there was a time demo, but this is going on way longer than I expected.
He'll be able to help you out, and later on in the game.
I mean, to be fair, this is like the only game. Like that's what they said. It's like we're gonna cover the fuck out of this game this year.
Yeah, you wanted some fucking gameplay? Here's some fucking gameplay.
Talk about this interesting display.
We actually have a few more brand new amiibo. Hopefully we can get in very close on these. The level of detail on these.
Here's the level of detail in this amiibo model. It's very nice. I had to use fucking expensive paints to make this look nice.
Especially the detail on the back of his shield is.
This side you can see right here. You can see the detail on the Sheikah slate. The head of this arrow, which you see from the video in the.
Just demonstrate what the amiibo does, dude. I want to see what you get.
Well replicated. You have the arrows hanging from Leek's belt, and just the amount of detail.
Volumetric God Ray slowly fades in.
Armbands and tunic are really amazing. These are.
Tell me about the volumetric God Rays, bro.
Yeah, where are the volumetric God Rays, Bill Trinan? Does this amiibo give me them?
And this is the first of, we have 3 that we want to show you today. So the first is Archer Link. Really cool. I can't wait to get these. It's great because I've been, Aonuma-san and I have been talking for a long time about.
I wonder if he has like a suitcase for these amiibos. Like a metal-clad suitcase.
Available for people. So hopefully people are excited for these. This is Rider.
Well, like he's carrying like fucking nuclear launch codes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got the handcuff attached to the suitcase, and it's the amiibos.
The horse, the way that it's sculpted, you get so much detail in the muscles, the mane, even the bridle with the saddle and everything. Link's shield hanging on the back, the saddlebags. Really, really nice. We have some.
Yeah, Bill Trinan went in all in with the Zelda paraphernalia. He has like 2 pins and the T-shirt.
Rotating around.
How much you want to bet he has a Triforce tattoo somewhere on his body?
At the booth here, so folks can maybe check out
yeah,
photos
probably.
that you're taking online. But it's so impressive how they were able to realize the art style, I think, of the game here, and it really feels like it captures the.
I don't think anybody cares about the art style. We want to see more of the game.
Really cool.
Billy's probably the only few people who can actually touch it.
I know.
Yeah, I'm not touching it because
Yeah,
I like
no,
my
I'm
job
too
and
scared.
I don't
Yeah,
want
yeah,
to break.
I'm not touching this amiibo because I like my job, and Bill Trinan will fire me.
But they are, because of that, they're a little bit fragile still.
I feel like
So
you can
we're
get
being
away with it
very
if something terrible happens, but I'm keeping a
Yes.
very respectful distance.
Now then, I have one more to show,
Oh, this
and
one's
this
cool.
one is, of course.
Oh wow, that looks pretty elaborate.
This is a Guardian amiibo, and again, you can see the amount of detail. It really helps to bring sort of those glowing pink colors to life. You can see the eye in front there. And although I'm not gonna bend it today, this is the first amiibo that we've created that has posable parts.
Oh man, good amiibos with articulation.
With our pre-production model, it's you have to be very careful. So I'd rather not. But in when we release this alongside the game, you'll be able to bend the legs freely and kind of pose.
How's it gonna keep together? It's probably gonna work like Bamco models, where there's gonna be ball and socket joints.
Oh yeah. Well, the nice thing about the nice thing about the amiibos is that it's like DLC, but you get like a decent figure out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, they're only $12 though.
I'm really excited. I can't wait to get them.
Yeah, the commercial versions are probably not going to look as detailed. These are the
Yeah, I know,
pre-production
I
models.
Wanted to show us with Wolf Link or
That's about it.
Well, we've got a little bit of time. We can maybe do some quick running around with and maybe see if we can find another camp to hit before we wrap up.
Oh, you metric god, Rise.
I think there's a camp over here. I hope they're awake. I don't want to always.
Can we finally show off the gameplay now?
It's really
Okay.
interesting. I found just finding new places to run around within that. And actually, I think we might be coming up to something that we shouldn't see just yet. So
all right.
we'll hang on to that for later. But
Yep.
thank you so much, Bill and Chico, for joining us and giving us a look at the amiibo functionality. Folks, again, if you happen to know somebody who's here at the show, you might want to see if they can take some photos of these when we've got them on display. And please don't go anywhere. Actually, next up, we're going to have Miyamoto-san join us. And we're going to be talking about how this game actually ties in really interesting ways to the original Legend of Zelda game. So please stay tuned.
Okay, they're going into lore discussions. I think we could call that a stream. Thanks for watching, guys. Simply put, new Zelda looks great. I'm gonna buy it. I'll see y'all later.